Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Random Encounter Productions. I'm your head GM, Cody Stone. With me tonight we have
Eduardo,
Sean,
Matt,
Sam,
Allison,
Courtney,
Caitlin.
a little bigger group than what we normally do, but we're excited for a big adventure tonight. We were trying to do some tech upgrades, so we're sorry for the delay, but do know that those of you that are subscribers, that are patron supporters, you guys are really helping us to continue to improve our equipment, and we want to say thank you for that. And so we may run a little late tonight to give you guys the full 4 hours and to catch up on content. Real quick, we're going to run through announcements. I'm just going to blitz through them, and then I know Courtney has one at the end. We want to say thank you to Noble Dwarf Printing, who is doing our shirts. There you go.
There's a flag.
So we've given away some of these. Our patrons are being entered in a giveaway for those at the level that you patronize at. We also have the Hero of the Multiverse coming out. We're going to finish building that tomorrow night at an 8 p.m. live stream and DM talkback with me and perhaps a guest. We'll see who's available. And so if you guys are around for that, do check it out. Also, we want to say no. Anyway.
You want to say no? Okay.
I want to say no.
Just say no.
school. Don't be friends.
All important things.
Yeah.
Black card Sam.
So, yes, speaking of our Patreon, Here the Multiverse, thank you for all of our new patrons, by the way. We got some new ones in there. We're going to be setting up those Twitch subscriptions for our $10 and above patrons in the next couple of days, so don't you worry, they're coming. We are halfway to our subscription goal for Let's Pie Cody in the Face. So we are doing at our 20 subs at Twitch. We are going to throw many pies at our dungeon master. It will be live. It will be sticky. It will be phenomenal.
I don't like sticky.
But will it be banana cream?
Oh, but
They get to vote.
chocolate.
Yeah, our subscribers get to vote. So that's a perk to not only tell your friends to subscribe, but subscribe yourself if you want to see rhubarb instead of just whipped cream in a tin. So you know about our Saturday stream.
Oh, Saturday, we are doing a charity stream in association with the good people over at Dice Bard to raise money for St. Jude Play Live.
Aww.
That's so cool.
That's a great cause.
So come hang out, raise some money for charity. We're going to be playing in our normal Saturday slot, I believe.
Awesome.
Bless the herd, yeah.
I heard bless the herd.
Bless the herd, yes.
Bless the herd.
Hashtag bless the herd.
Oh, okay.
Bless the herd.
Or just hashtag whatever comes up, really. I don't really know what that means.
Hashtag 12 hours, one accent.
I guess I'm a fan of bovines in general. I suppose that works.
Yep.
I played a Tauren on World of Warcraft. He's my first.
I played
character.
Taurens too.
Yeah, they're my
They're
favorite.
magnificent.
Big noble creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about Bella Bushybrow, but okay.
I was thinking about that time that the bison were there.
Yes, bison!
One more quick announcement. Our friends of the channel over at Laugh Out Gaming posted their 3rd episode of their D&D game on their YouTube, so go check it out. They've got 3 episodes out. I believe it is either a 10 or 12 episode series. They will correct me later and tell me which one is correct. But go check them out. They're really funny. They do a lot of Let's Plays as well.
Nice.
Good friends of the channel. Great people.
Good people.
Announcements! Those were good.
So
Prospects.
with
Prospects.
Like gold diggers. In case you guys haven't noticed, tonight is Bro Corner.
And ladies table.
Oh, Lady Table.
The
right.
most male players I think we've ever had at one game.
Oh, it really is, y'all. No.
Yeah, at once.
Yeah.
At once.
Yeah.
We usually have
Since we
like
started
2
streaming.
max.
That's why
Every
you.
time I played, it's been with these two. Yeah, but that's still.
fair.
You're still right.
Still
You're
the
still
most.
right.
It's still the
Now that I think about it,
But
I'm dumb.
we've maxed out the lady players tonight. So,
Yeah.
hey, there we are.
Because they're better than us.
It's on the internet, folks.
They're balancing us out. Yes.
No, it's true.
I leveled, right?
Yes.
This is the old hit points. I got
Always an important
Also, in more exciting news, we leveled up. We're level 4 now.
Yeah, we are.
We are doing
snooze
we're doing a milestone leveling system, and for my players, you may want to check out tomorrow night's stream because I will be discussing certain requirements for jumping between tiers.
Ooh.
Okay.
So since we're doing milestone leveling, it's going to be important.
Good to know.
So good to know about that. But let's get into the action.
Bring the action.
We're not sponsored.
We don't own the rights to that.
Bring in Denoise, bring in Defunct.
Cody, take me there. Take me to a place.
Take me away.
All
We don't own the rights to that
Oh
either.
Lord. All right. We got it.
Here we go, guys. Y'all can have a riff off on a different channel. How's that?
Damn it.
I'll
Roll for riff initiative. Oh,
Get out.
Boo.
I can't.
I like that. I'm trying.
Thank you.
Sir.
So we return to the Arcadian Straits, a wealthy area with thin veils between the prime material plane and the other planes of existence, both near and outer. The Arcadian Straits is at the southern tip of the continent of Rotom, once dominated by the Albrechtian Empire, formerly the Albrechtian Republic. After a period of decay, Don Dorian, leader of the Rockhawk Legion, blah, 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 first of his name, has put out charters for civilians to resettle the area. A guild known as Hal's Irregulars took on the charge, and in doing so, brought a relative amount of peace and security for Imperial subjects in the area. With their success seemingly complete, the Empire has stepped in and imposed an Imperial governor into the region. This drove out many of the original irregulars, some of the relatives of whom have joined the Free Arcadian Coalition of Knights, an organization of underground revolutionaries based out of the pirate island of Drim Trosavar, who have begun gathering allies, resources, and information to fight back against the imperial rule of the region. Their efforts to keep the Arcadian Straits free, weird, and self-governed. On a recent adventure, their ship, the Shore Skimmer, was set upon by Sahuagin, shark-like demi-fishmen and women. Fish people. Yeah.
Equal opportunity fishers.
Equal opportunity fish shark people.
Getting more complicated.
Yeah. They set upon the Shore Skimmer, specifically looking for that vessel. Only through the happenstance of a ghost ship known as the Ark Rider sailing through the area was the massive horde of Sahuagin able to be scared away. The Shore Skimmer made it back to Drim Trosavar, having never reached their previous destination. A Sahuagin priestess, a wise woman of the tribe, was slain on the vessel of the Shore Skimmer, and on her personage was a bone scroll inscribed in Common and Sahuagin, a article of communication between an Imperial agent and the Sahuagin themselves. It has become clear that the Empire is feeding information to these monstrous undersea kingdom,
Hulk.
perhaps. Yeah, I mean they are more than a tribe. They are more organized than just errant wave riders. Maybe they are, in fact, their own kingdom. With that information, Evon, daughter to two of the original irregulars, had discovered that her uncle, Rowan Shaw, had been captured and his ship, the Marine, sunk. With a set of coordinates for where that event happened, she is gathering the factors in an effort to pursue that lead. How much downtime? Where did everybody leave off? What date?
Also, how do you pronounce your ship? The ship's name?
It's the Morsa.
Morsa.
The Morsa.
The Morsa.
Morsa.
The ninth.
That was his old character.
The ninth of Exalt is when
Not
you
Catalyst.
returned
Thank you.
after.
Rowan Shaw is very
Thank
near and
you.
dear to my heart.
That's
So
what
it's a
we
little
have.
fuzzy because my last adventure was
Yours is the 20th of Apex. I have it
20th?
written down. Yes.
Is that what it is?
If
Yeah,
you
'cause we had the
if you
same
were in the
one.
pit
We
fight,
had the
it's the
same one. It
20th
was
of
the
Apex.
pit.
I was the big
Yeah,
fight.
20th of Apex.
20th of Apex.
The 8th we came
It's
back.
gonna be about
No, so
a month and a half, something like that.
Apex to Exalt.
because
Yeah.
we went through
Yeah.
champions.
Yeah, you guys
So-
went through champions.
Yeah.
We will be, for those of you that are joining us as subscribers, as patron supporters, you have access to our Discord at a certain level. We will be posting, and new players, you guys will be getting the Imperial calendar, which will help track all of this. So, good to know.
Sorry.
That's okay. For those of you that went to Havoc's Luck for the pit fight.
Pit fight.
That was
You've played,
was there
you've played
too.
since then, though.
But
Yes.
but you've played. You're with.
Yeah, that's not our
Evon.
last date.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Our last date's
Misunderstood.
8th.
I apologize. 8th of Exalt.
8th of Exalt.
Ninth,
think it's
but
just
it's fine.
ninth,
It's fine.
ninth.
You get back on the
We're there on
8th.
that
We start
day.
again on the
Did you?
9th.
Oh, you,
I
you
was
too?
there.
Okay, I didn't know
Okay.
if you played since then.
No.
And
It's
you have
23rd.
all. Yeah,
I'm-
I
I'm
just
Exalt.
got into town again.
I'm the 3rd of champions.
3rd of champions.
Such a fun day.
Squawks.
Third of
Oh.
champions.
That was my
Right.
last one.
Yeah, you are 3rd of champions. Well, let's go from furthest back forward then. Catalyst. What's your character's name?
Zinjana.
Zenyatta. That's right.
Yes.
And Haven.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I knew I was gonna say Hazel that time, but Haven it is.
Hey.
Awesome. My players hate me.
No, we love you.
I know. I
We
love
just
you
don't
guys
talk
too.
to each other before we name our characters.
False words have never been spoken.
Yeah.
I named
So-
Hazel first.
I named
My
him
next
first.
character's gonna be nothing but syllable clicks.
God, no.
You can't steal my thing.
You naming your character syllable clicks?
Yes.
This
Yes.
is nothing but syllable
Not the
clicks.
joke.
Hey, this is my buddy Phil.
I will so quickly turn into Dr. Kelso from Scrubs. You have no idea. All the boys will be Bobs, all the girls will be Janes. And that will be it.
Why discriminate? Just call us all Bob.
That's fair.
Right.
Yeah.
We're almost to be Jenna.
Yeah. So, Catalyst.
All right.
You have from the 20th of Apex
Apex, yeah.
to, if we're playing with Quill, you actually have until the 23rd. So
You've got
the
some downtime,
24th.
Oh.
So you have of Exalt.
Exalt. So that's
2 full
2
months.
Yeah,
you
it's
have 2 full months. 8 weeks. What sort of downtime activities are you looking at?
Shit.
Oh, I forgot me.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to do these in 2-week chunks
That would be amazing. Thank you.
to help work through that.
Thank you. I would like to spend. Damn. 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm gonna spend the first 2 weeks researching the religious texts that I got from, or that I took from the tower.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So research requires 50 gold pieces for materials, bribes, gifts, and other expenses.
Great. Knocked that off.
Okay, so that is 100 total for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Great.
Cool.
Make
that off.
a religion check, and I'll give you a +1 bonus.
Okay. You know.
I'll give you a +1 bonus for the money that you've spent on it.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. You know, you would think as a cleric that I'd be good at that. You would be wrong. Oh, amazing.
Yeah, it's weird with religion being tied to intelligence and not wisdom.
Wizards?
Yeah, let's talk about that, wizards, but
Wizards.
later. 9.
Sorry about it.
Give me for 2 weeks. Give me another one.
Okay.
Oh.
17.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which religious text are you reviewing?
There were some that I took from the tower, and they listed pantheons not just in the Arcadian traits and sort of from the Republic, but other pantheons as well, and sort of broad-based stuff about
Sure.
religions that weren't just the Republican ones.
You get yeah. So the foundation of the Republic, the great myth that sort of all kids are taught, is that excuse me, Earl Albrecht set out that his village and town was destroyed with nothing left. He saw the world was in chaos and set about changing the world. And there was one tenet, an old tenet, that is not spoken of very often, but it is one that comes up frequently in these in these texts. It is as above, so below, and so below as above. With your research, it is the metaphysical idea that the world is a direct reflection of the state of the deities, of the gods. And that the world was according to Albrecht, that the world was in chaos because there were such a wide variety of pantheons, of deities, of multiple entities vying for the same space, right? All of Elvenkind has their own. We know Corellian Lorethian as the one that is their progenitor, right? Moradin as the king of dwarves, forged them from stone and steel, right? All of these sort of deities, but once upon a time, they had their own full pantheons, as did every orc and every different human tribe. And so when Albrecht set about, the term is often used that he slayed or tamed all of the wild gods.
Yes.
What you gather is how he went about doing that was not necessarily literally with a sword stabbing gods, but bringing those ideas together into the pantheon that the Empire holds to today. And he was very careful in the creation of it. 3 spheres of 5 each to be held in balance. But what you know, as long as you've existed, is that there is a head of that pantheon, Helios, the guiding path, the light which lights the way. Pater Suprema. He is the God Father, right? And that is a change from the Republic to the Empire. The Republic was a Senate. It was a bunch of people, right? They worked together, they argued, they fought, and then as a unit, the society progressed. That was slow, so it transitioned. And there's a debate as to whether it was a change from the top down, right? Whether the gods had this revolution, or whether it was from the bottom up. So, and popular belief is they happen together, right? One feeds into the other. So to truly dismantle the structure, the empire, right? It's a direct reflection of the pantheon. So they have to change together.
Damn, you just went to like theological college, bitch.
In 2 weeks.
Damn right you did.
got your theology
He doesn't have to
degree.
sleep.
I went to seminary.
Are you constructs don't have to sleep, do they? Warforged?
No.
I could
So you
not.
could just like be studying for.
They have to like become inactive for like 4 hours, but they are aware of their surroundings.
God,
as
that's
well.
Inactive counts as just like chilling.
So
It's like plugged into the charger, but you're still using your phone.
So if he had the demon
not an
armor that
electric
causes
car.
damage when he's exhausted, can you get exhaustion points as
Yeah.
a Warforged?
He can.
Oh, okay.
He can.
By not going inactive.
Okay, by not plugging in.
Interesting.
Right.
I mean,
So-
weird things don't apply to me like blood, but yeah.
Sure.
The reason
Yes,
you're able to
things, blood.
gather all of that from these older texts is that these are new ideas of the time that they're being written in, right? So this is about 300 years after Albrecht. That's when the Republic was very new. It had not reached the Arcadian Straits. And you see in a lot of these texts, they're less religious texts. They're journals, musings by John Arcadian, by his captains, eventually his lieutenants, people that would go on to become captains in his fleet, right? Who the religious matters of them, looking at the Arcadian Straits and seeing what's changed in the north, because everything's north in Rotom for them, right? And making musings about what does this mean? How did we get there? Why do we have new gods? Where have the old ones gone? Right, and so they put together a lot of those pieces, and this is you sort of rediscovering what they discovered in the time.
And in all of these things that he's discovering, they're in the tower?
These are from the books in the tower.
These other towers have got to be... okay.
Sorry, go ahead. So that's what you get for 2 weeks.
Great.
You've got 6 weeks to go. Actually, I'm gonna call you 3 weeks on that.
Perfect.
Let's do 3 weeks over here. I'll come back to you. Give it a moment.
Can I assist? Have we figured out how to operate the tower yet? Last I was here, they were still trying to figure it out.
They so you are there during the working process of figuring out the tower. I will give you a research check on that if you want to commit some resources to it.
I was saying that I just wanted to try and assist Jeremy and Tibble in figuring out the Arcana structure up there.
Yeah, make a. I'll give you. How long do you want to spend on that?
We could do 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Give me an Arcana check.
Fantastic. That is a 21.
Great. I'm gonna call it just work. As you assist them. So I'm gonna give you for 21. You're gonna make. Give me 2 more checks.
Sure. That is a 19.
Okay.
And that is not so great. That is a 14.
I'm gonna total you out for 3 weeks at 120 gold pieces.
Ooh, I am too poor for that then.
No. They pay you.
Oh, woo!
That's them paying you for the work you're doing.
Mama's so poor.
If you want some books, I know someone who's selling.
Oh.
The word is out to get them sold, by the way.
Oh, good.
Oh, can I, in that time period, can I also give back the journals that I kind of shanghaied to be put into our things to be sold?
You probably Catalyst probably needs those in his readings and research.
I will give you a Catalyst then during his 3 weeks.
Because I mean, you're reading a 1,200-year-old version of Common, right? So there's a bit of translation and
tag teaming. Like
I was like,
I don't know if I had it right.
Give me your books.
bits of weirdness that need to happen there.
Yes.
Haven, 3 weeks. What do you got?
I'd like to have her just work, whether that be someone needs private security, someone just needs someone to sweep in a shop, whatever, but she's...
Are you proficient in any tools?
No.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
I speak 4 languages though.
Oh, okay.
that is actually pretty cool.
That is, that's something. Roll a d20, add your proficiency. What's your highest ability modifier?
Strength, which is +4.
What's your second highest?
Charisma +3.
Give me that. Charisma and proficiency in a d20.
Can't just do a strength check.
Can't just flex in the street.
She lives
Is that not a thing?
19?
Work better now.
Give me 2 more.
Just bellows.
Me help you.
I work better
12.
now.
9.
Okay.
First week went okay.
Yeah, your first week went okay. I will say that you, over the course of the 3 weeks, end up making 30 gold pieces.
Okay, better than I started with.
Yeah. Just doing
Odd jobs.
odd jobs, yeah. Being able to sell yourself to do physical labor, dock work, tote and fetch for the blacksmiths, things like that. So
Okay.
Hold pirates' hairs as they're throwing up.
yeah, different things.
Really specific but needed.
So, do you have anything else different you would like to do? You got 5 weeks left.
I want to do a little bit of carousing.
Carousing?
Just maybe see if I can make a contact.
Make a contact or two, sure. Yeah, give me a 2 weeks. Give me a performance check and check off 50 gold pieces.
Cool.
Or persuasion. I'll take persuasion.
Persuasion.
Yeah.
12.
Okay, you do make one decent contact. That is Ertsum. He's a halfling. A fun little guy. He works at the different bars around town as like a barback, and he does little performances for different. He does like the flare serving.
Tiny little body.
Yeah, because he gets up on the bar
And he's juggling
he like
the
juggles.
bottles and
What's his name?
Ursa.
Ursa.
Ertsum. Ertsam.
Oh, I was imagining irksome.
I heard irksome
Yeah,
as
I'm
well.
That is
I
amazing.
heard it like flotsam.
And jetsam.
Everybody calls him irksome because he's a little on the obnoxious
Who's
side.
calling him that? I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Let's kill him.
He doesn't get out a lot, but he's pretty good about picking up rumors and getting a feel for the other pirates around at the different bars, So
That's entertaining as fuck.
that catalyst.
Halfling.
5 weeks left. What do you got?
For 2 more weeks, I would like to spend time attempting, in likely vain, to teach sentience to the tower guards.
Sure. Make a persuasion check.
We all lose our minds.
Now I wish I could have already done my divination.
I'm not trying to ruin your life, but how much of those
Would've been
things
great.
does he have left? The bars. Do we have
5 a week.
Do we have to like
I
find
had
some?
198. I lied, 192.
Oh, it's 17 a week because
Right.
Of the
what's
big
his
guy?
face takes
Philip?
takes.
Takes a bunch.
Oh, the
It's
extra
15 a week. It's 10 and 5.
Okay, so
No,
15.
it's 10 for Philip, and there are how many of the others? 8 of the others.
Yeah.
And they take 5 apiece.
So
And
9 times
that's
5 is 40,
40, 50.
50, 50.
So it's even 50 a week.
Yeah.
So
We gotta go find some recharged batteries someday.
Not sponsored by Energizer.
So I mean, we don't need them
Yeah.
all the time.
no, they don't have to be on all the time.
Philip can be down a week.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
So you can.
we'll make
I'll
it
let
work.
you stretch that to 2 weeks per 50 electrum. So 25. It's 25 gold.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks.
Cool. I will. Yeah.
50
I'll do
gold
the
a
same
month.
thing. I'll attempt to
better
I'll give
teach them how to
persuasion check.
feel.
Okay.
Well, it's in vain. They literally cannot.
He has to teach them to love.
Then you roll a natural
but you're
20 somehow
trying.
and Make it happen.
No.
Just to
That's not
break
how
the
that works.
laws of robotics and just
16.
Okay.
I have a -1 to
You are. You're very good at teaching them the illusion of sentience. They are become a little more conversational, and they let go of logical fallacies faster, but they are still what they are.
like a Tamagotchi. You can say it knows what you're doing, but it doesn't care.
Kind of.
It's just
Furbies learn, but they're still like
so
programmed.
it still hasn't gotten the chance to put its arm on people's shoulders yet, which
Not
is
quite
where
yet.
we're not there. Okay.
Okay.
It's not Chappy.
And Yana.
Is any of my 5 weeks overlapping with what he is going to have?
Probably my last week or so too. Yeah.
Can I do a 4-week period so I can line up with him for something?
Sure.
So in like the 4-week period, I'm just still gonna just help out in the tower,
Great.
researching and all that jazz.
I will take an Arcana check.
Ooh, 12, not so great.
Okay. So for 4 weeks of my living expenses, it's like 15 gold maybe.
Woo!
Big living.
Girl.
I'll
Yeah.
take it.
That is more than I have.
I will take
I don't even have 1 gold.
How did you lose all your money?
I have 5 silver.
Maybe.
Bartending.
Catalyst, you have the most weeks left at this
one, I think,
point.
right?
1 week.
Yeah.
You have 1 week left.
Was my carousing, was that 2 or 3?
I get 2. That was
Okay,
2.
so
So you have 3 weeks left.
yeah.
What do you got?
I'm just gonna go back to working then,
Working?
because I made a friend and
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
She wants
sell
to
yourself.
learn how to bar back.
Odd job.
Persuasion, that's 21.
Nice. Yeah. You get in with Ertsum and start working a show. He starts helping you out. How many weeks are you doing that? 3 weeks?
3.
I'll give it to you for 3 weeks. Call it 75 gold pieces.
All right.
I'll make it an even 100.
She caught that bottle right on time. She said,
We're doing it again. How tall I am and how short he is.
Yeah.
Oh, they're the tall and small.
It's a good,
love it.
good thing. So that gets you up to date. You are done with downtime. Catalyst, are you holding off on downtime for anything in specific?
No, I lied. I have 3 weeks.
What do you got?
2 months is
8.
Yeah. I'm just gonna spend the remaining 3 weeks. Fuck it. I'm gonna spend 1 week working with the blacksmith.
Okay.
And then final 2 weeks meditating on the nature of God and reality.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Give
just some
me
light
a
Light
strength.
imitate-
Blacksmith. Are you proficient in blacksmithing tools?
Nope.
Great. Just give me a strength check.
Woo! Fuck yeah.
Would you like to learn blacksmithing?
Yeah, that sounds fun. Yeah. Let's do
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Sounds
So it's
legit.
25 gold a week. What's your intelligence modifier?
+2.
+2. So it takes you 8 weeks.
Cool. All right.
So you can spend all 3 weeks if you have the money
yeah, let's
for them
do
to
that.
teach you.
Yeah,
Great.
I can do that.
There you go.
Yeah, all right.
You don't. No need to roll.
Yeah, no, I'm just doing it again.
Awesome. You guys are holding off on something for your last week?
Yes. Yeah.
Would you like to do that now or later?
I mean, we can do that now if we're catching
Sure.
up with him.
Yeah.
I once they get back from their little giant shark adventure.
Yeah, when do you come back?
The 8th.
8th of
Exalt.
Exalt.
Are we the furthest ahead?
No.
No,
She is.
Got it.
So we have some downtime.
You have 2 weeks.
Okay.
2 weeks.
The first week I get back is probably what's going to coincide with him.
Great.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
I'm just basically spending time with Avik, trying to convince him to like magic a little bit more.
Okay.
Show him some tricks.
I'm also kind of broken, so he's like, teach. Yeah.
I literally just take him under my scales.
I was gonna say he's the one with wings, man.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah. Good save.
It's out of part love of Avik and a little bit of kind of jealousy that I can't fly and I'm a dragon. Born.
So we're gonna spend like some bonding. I'm learning. I'm healing. I have to. I don't have a choice. But so during that process, I don't know what that.
You have to rest for 10
You gotta
days,
eat by a
don't
shark.
you?
I have internal.
Oh, did you got pain chart?
Yeah, but
oh,
it
buddy.
was like 8 days or something.
You can basically just consider me his bedside nurse for that time period.
I'm in the tower like.
It's not an all thing. He's a captive audience.
Doing like precedent bullshit to cheer him up.
Yeah, because I learned that now.
You can't get out of bed, so I'm gonna show you magic. So
This is an audience that can't run away.
Prestidigitation is the best spell because it's
reading
literally
Twilight
just
out
like
loud
close up
to someone
magic.
Yes, I love it.
Whatever you
It's a better love story than Twilight. There is no better love story.
You so we're gonna call that relaxation.
Ooh, what's that? I've never heard that.
Why haven't we been doing that this whole time? What?
Winnie is constantly relaxed.
Well, now, but before.
Let's be really honest with ourselves as a group. We are so high strung, we never even would have considered that.
To ask is an option.
Can I relax? New relaxing?
No.
We just never done it.
No, it's brand new.
Somebody did it once in the last campaign.
I would love to do relaxation. I don't know what's going to happen, but
Relaxation requires 1 week. A character needs to maintain at least a modest lifestyle. Because of the tower, you are able to do that without cost.
nice.
Wonderful.
Yeah, tower.
While relaxing to gain the benefit of the activity.
There's a benefit?
So, yeah. Characters maintain at least a modest lifestyle while relaxing gain several benefits. While relaxing, a character gains advantage on saving throws to recover from long-acting diseases and poisons. In addition, at the end of the week, the character can end one effect that keeps the character from regaining hit points, or can restore one ability score that has been reduced to less than its normal value. This benefit cannot be used if the harmful effect was caused by a spell or some other magical effect with an ongoing duration.
Ladies and gentlemen, read your player's handbook. We now have it.
Xanathar.
That's in Xanathar's guide.
Well, it's still on a list in the Amazon link below. Go buy it.
Yeah.
Oh my
That
god.
helps out the channel a lot, actually. But yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to heal all of that by doing this.
And letting him just rub you.
Aww. Just magically entertain me. Calm down.
He was laying like this with his look on his face.
I mean, I wasn't against it.
No racing away down in Margaritaville.
Hi.
So we can call that some relaxation for you as well.
Just
Catalyst if you want. Or you can make a religion check for me.
I'd like to religion.
Yes.
Let's get biblical.
What did you do?
Got a 19.
23.
All right. Oh, religion.
You
Do you talk to God? Oh, sorry.
you don't, but you find comfort in knowing that there is a path towards your goals.
Nice.
That's
what I'm looking for.
That's real.
My second week after I'm up and at 'em, I would like to paint and paint walls, paint pictures, paint whatever. Just it's my job.
Painting work?
Yeah.
Great. Give me a performance
That's
check.
a quote from last time is a real
And
quote.
it's in my proficiency, so I have that, right?
Yes.
He goes, I'll paint you for a week.
I paint nothing.
painting
I don't know.
Performance check, he says.
Was it a 1?
No.
Okay.
It was a 5 plus 2 plus 2, 9.
Okay.
I barely keep in the lines.
No. You get hired to paint one of the bars down by the docks, and you're like, oh, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna put a mural up. I'm gonna do like some flowers, and you get like a day in starting to outline stuff. He's like, no, just white, and you're like,
Oh, racist.
we didn't say white feathers.
I know.
True.
Jeremy doesn't want him to paint flowers.
No, it's a bar.
It's a bar. I just
No, he got hired to paint a bar.
If it was Jeremy, we'll have a talk with him.
Right?
I'm done. So just white. I got all the sketches out. I was ready, and they're like,
No. Yeah.
did I get
That becomes
paid
a
for
bit
the white?
slapdash.
Oh my god.
It's like a gold.
Oh.
Yeah, you've got it all on the ground. You've got it on the roof.
They could
He's
see
like,
I was upset.
Yeah. You went through too much paint, so they took it out of your pay.
Oh
I had a shitty week, y'all. Okay, thank you.
Haven't we all?
I am so
Downtime over here.
dumb. So
Third
dumb.
champion.
Damn it.
Third of champions to get to the 23rd of Exalt. So call it 7 weeks.
Cool. I would like to spend the first chunk of that working for money, please. I'm proficient in alchemist supplies. Does Brosna need help?
Sure.
I'll help her.
All right. Give me a wisdom or intelligence and alchemy, so proficiency.
Cool. 15.
15. Okay. Yeah, 15. How many weeks are you doing that for?
I'll do 4.
4 weeks?
4 of the 7.
Okay. Always hate looking
Sorry.
for the lifestyle expenses.
If it helps,
expenses.
I live a poor lifestyle according to my character sheet, which is 2 silver pieces a day.
It does. Do remind me in the future. Modest is 1 gold piece a day.
Uh-huh.
With a 15, you're able to get to comfortable. So you don't actually have expenses because of the tower and the support of the Fackers. So you got a 15?
Yeah.
And you did that for how long?
4 weeks.
For 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So that is, we'll call it a full month, 30 days, times 2, 60 gold.
Yeah.
You're not poor anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna be there.
Cool. And then can I use that 60 gold to try to make a healing potion, please?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how much they cost. He will tell me.
It costs 50 gold pieces, 25 gold pieces to create a potion of healing.
I'll try for 2. I need them for me.
I was gonna say, can I pay you to make some for me?
Sure.
No.
You're proficient with herbalism?
I'm proficient with alchemist supplies. I think I'm proficient with herbalism. I don't know.
It requires herbalism.
Then yes, that's not a skill on here.
Herbalism kit.
It's somewhere.
Are you in
Technically-
possession of a kit?
Alchemy and herbalism are different.
I don't know where my things are. Please hold.
So herbalism would be potion making of the curative nature. Alchemy would be acids and the like.
Herbalism, alchemy is sort of like chemistry. Herbalism is the knowledge, right? Like herbalism is sort of like the
knowing what plants do what.
Right, like this is
It's your pruning shears and your
This one will
this is nightshade.
I'll give it
This
to you.
is
We'll keep it
cannabis.
Okay.
Like
Yes.
Yeah, make
I love
proficiency
that you
check.
went for those two. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So 18.
Yeah, you're good. You make both of them. Takes 2 days.
Cool.
Excellent.
I'll just go back and work for Brosna some more. Fuck it.
Who's this lady? Brosna?
She runs the potion shop.
I didn't
does
know
not
this.
like me.
I need to meet this
Brosna's
lady.
Brewery.
Brosna's Brewery.
All right.
So that's down to 10.
I like
Make another intelligence or wisdom plus proficiency.
Natural 20.
All right. How long are you doing it for?
The rest of my time.
How much is that?
3 weeks.
3 weeks minus 2 days. You can make it 2 if you want.
Okay. Sure. We'll call it 2. And for the natural 20, roll me one more time.
7.
Okay. We will call it on 2 weeks. I'll give you 100 gold.
Cool.
Okay.
I have 2 weeks.
You have
The same as Avikoi.
from the what? 8th?
8th of Exalt.
2 weeks.
Great. I am first going to try. We recently talked to Sunat about, because we were trying to go to Jalen Ursai.
Right.
Did he happen to mention, or did we happen to ask if he was planning on when his ship, the Dangerous Soul, was going out again, and where?
They were not sure when they were going to Jalen again.
Or just out in general?
You can talk to him
Okay,
about
yeah,
it.
I'd like to go, because he's a middle class, like he's got a high enough rank that I feel like he could get us somewhere rather than the chef who people don't like. So I would like to try Sunat first.
Okay.
And with all the doe-eyed innocentness of my 19 years, beg for passage aboard their ship with whoever of my company would like to come.
So you're actually looking for something more than just passage.
Well, potentially, yes.
You're looking to charter for where
Yes.
you want to
Where I
choose
want to
where
go,
it's
exactly. And the catch is, currently, I do not have enough to pay for an entire ship. However, I know nobles don't mean that much here, but pirates definitely know they have money.
Mm-hmm.
And I am making it very clear that the rest of this man's family will pay handsomely to get him home.
Mm-hmm.
And, I will put things up as collateral. But I'm making it really clear that I have reached out to his family, two noble houses, 2 landowning, well-established houses that will pay handsomely to get him back. However, I first need to get there.
They will hate me.
Oh, really? Well, you are pissing me off immediately, young lady.
Your dice is young lady.
Yeah, it is.
So that means no.
That's gonna be an 11.
Oh, god damn.
That's on a 2, by the way. That's on a nat 2. I got 11.
Sunat is not
Impressed.
Sunat is not impressed.
Someone please put this in the dice bear.
Goodbye.
It's not. I don't have time to fuck around with misbehaving dice tonight, y'all. I don't have time.
I need toothless for a minute.
Maybe.
I just realized you have a dragon you're stroking.
Every time.
Is it for luck?
I have another one behind
Keeps
you.
an eye out for crit fails.
Good. Good.
Oh, so cute.
I love him.
I love that. That's actually adorable. I have nothing for that.
He's my last dragon.
Toothless. We're also not sponsored by How to Train Your Dragon.
I'm kind of classic. I just use my
No,
mouth.
he's not toothless. He's just a night fairy.
Okay.
Taking it old
Yes,
school.
sir.
Nothing in your mouth is gonna crit fail for me.
Sunat. So Sunat's out.
Yep.
What else would you like to try?
Quartermaster Torst Get. He is the quartermaster for the Rubbing Shoal. I would like to go try to talk to him about the same thing.
Okay.
Please and thank you.
Yeah. Make a persuasion check. Now, actually, the Rubbing Shoal is similar to the Shore Skimmer.
Okay, they can't do that.
They
Can't go all the way out.
You would have to. It would have to be a really good check because them on the open water is far more dangerous.
Okay. Then instead, I made a contact with Eldon, but he was a goods hawker. He was not a pirate.
Right.
Shit. Okay.
What about the ship? The first ship that we went on. We still owe them something.
Yeah.
That ship?
It was the original ship that we used to. Gotta pay them back.
Does he first before I ask him? Then does he know? Does he have any contacts in larger ships that he could get us on board with?
Who?
Torst.
Torst, make a persuasion check.
Okay. That's slightly better.
It is slightly better.
Not great, but
It's a 16.
thank you. Yeah, 16. Thank you, fast math.
Torst. Who does Torst
This
know?
poor little redhead girl just walking around the docks.
No, not walking. Pissed. She is angry and going to bang down these people's doors. But sweet about it. It's hi, hello. I will fuck you up.
Oh.
Will you help me, please?
You're asking pirates to bring you somewhere. If you really want their respect, just fucking take it.
Yeah.
If I knew how to sail, it was on my list. Trust me. It's on my list,
She
buddy.
hasn't learned that yet.
Maybe spend your free time learning to sail.
Do you know who your uncle was?
I do know who he was. I know how to sail. I'm just not proficient.
He's not mad. He's just disappointed.
Wherever he is.
For those of you following along at home, that was his character in the last campaign.
It's supposed to be a big reveal.
She's a little disappointed in you right now.
I'm not mad, darling. I'm just a bit disappointed.
Oh, no, it's like he's here. I can hear him in my head. And I'm like,
Don't talk to my daughter like that.
Yeah. It's happening.
again, last campaign.
Is this meta?
Yeah.
Very much.
So meta.
Sorry, everybody else.
I'm not.
We'll get to this apparently.
The hemispheres of my brain. are
I
separated.
apologize. Somebody have the list of my admirals.
Yes, I do.
I have
There it is.
Captain Epoch, Captain Scar, Captain White, and Captain Alan James, which is not actually his name, but that's what I wrote down.
I wrote down Alan James from last week.
I wrote like Alan, like A-L-A-N.
Alan James.
No, but that was not.
Alan. I wrote Alan H.
Are we good?
Yep, I was losing my character sheet. We're fine now.
Turst does have contacts on other vessels.
Okay.
But they are on they're of Epoch's fleet. Admiral Epoch.
Wasn't he
they're-
like just here?
Yeah, their Scar was just here.
But like before Scar wasn't just here.
But if the shore skimmer can get us to one of them, that's my point. If they can get us to a bigger ship that's out on the water somewhere already,
Maybe.
and we can tag team.
It's difficult to find ships
But
on the water if they don't.
but mail gets delivered to ships while sailors are out at sea. They literally get mail.
Magical
delivered.
birds?
No, in real life, real ships. Like in pirate times, I narrate nautical audiobooks. I know way too much about this, guys. So
Would
it was a
Evon know
real
that?
thing. Yeah.
She would.
Rowan.
You would've
She would
taught her.
know.
It's hard to say if you can't sail.
Current.
I I was really young when you left. Okay, you.
Currently in
Sorry, yes.
currently in dock is Admiral White.
Great. I'm gonna go make a new friend.
To Scarlet, good.
I'm gonna go try to make a new friend.
Scarlet's out at sea.
Yeah, she's.
That's good because
Good.
that's
What do,
definitely
what do I already what do I already know about Captain White?
He's an albino orc,
Good, that'll be fun.
and
Oh Lord.
his flagship is the Gralata.
Yes, good, excellent. I'm going to go make friends.
May I ask
Yeah, Klingon.
for the? God damn it.
I wrote down I wrote down Croclothar like it was Sharknado versus Crocosaurus.
The first ship that we got onto had a bunch of dwarves and orcs and. Are those ships in any way connected or know of?
They are a part of Admiral White's crew.
That's why I know that name. Okay, good.
So
Okay.
Yurt, my
Yes,
friend.
Yurt.
I would have I could probably go and talk to him as well.
Yeah.
So
Currently, you are
You're
relaxing.
recovering though.
I am relaxing.
Yeah, we're still in downtime.
Damn.
Yeah, when you guys get to week
If I haven't
2,
gotten
And the second week
if
I
I haven't
painted.
done, yeah, then absolutely.
well, I'll let you do other things while you're painting because you are not.
I wasn't painting well.
You were not invested in painting, but the relaxation
Week.
did a lot for your recovery. So we're gonna let you focus on that.
Thank you very much.
So I'd like to try to go make friends with
Okay.
a Captain White person.
Give me a carousing check.
Captain White.
I think his name is Admiral.
Admiral White.
Oh, Admiral White person.
Admiral
That's not
White
really
person.
better.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Commodore White
Hi,
person.
hi.
I feel like, I feel like the first word is not what we should be focusing on.
Okay.
I mean, his name
I
is
always
Admiral
thought
White.
But
Don't call him Captain.
Nat
White
20.
person.
Yes.
I just needed to point it out.
You did.
Yes.
Okay.
I got you.
Be aware. Sorry.
Is this a rare occurrence?
No, I'm excited. This is an important quest to me. Okay, I'm really
Okay.
excited.
Also, you
Fair.
call him Captain White person.
Yes, I know. I'm trying to move past it, guys.
Does she get disadvantage for calling him
No,
Captain White
no.
person?
Maybe he's into it.
Let's actually find out what happens.
So you.
Pissing off these NPCs.
You do find
Just go. Your
Yurt.
tail, sir.
Yurt.
what ship was he on?
He was on the. I'm gonna look it up for you right
Please
now.
double check.
Thank you.
'Cause if it's available, I want to give you guys somebody that you
No,
know
already.
and have.
Captain Kolg's ship. The. I'm
Didn't
looking
have something
for
to do
it.
with teeth?
Yeah, it's on your.
Kraken's tooth.
Kraken's tooth.
It was the Kraken's tooth.
Thank you.
Cold
Okay.
the half orc.
Yep.
I wasn't there yet.
Kolg the half orc, part of
Just got-
Kraken's tooth.
Just got to.
So you do know Kolg. You do know Big Man Yurt from Avik Goy. You do make a you do make another contact. First mate or one promoter. Captain Risson.
Listen. Great. I'd like to talk to her. She sounds powerful.
She is a she is
How do you ever remember that? 'Cause it's not like-
Thank you.
she is a tiefling, deep red skin.
Yes.
She is deep red skin, no horns, although she has sort of the mini spikes along her brow, giving her this small crown sort of look and effect.
Oh, I love her already.
She has the weird pupilless eyes.
That pupilless nonsense.
Yeah, and you can see she keeps her fingernails in the extremely sharp, pointy variety.
Make it lovely.
Yeah.
Sorry, that velociraptor. Thank you,
Yeah.
Eliza Schlesing.
She is another captain of Admiral White's fleet.
Good.
Aboard
Aboard the Kraken's tooth. Is she the captain of the Kraken's tooth?
No. She has her
Brand
own
new ship.
Yeah, she has her own ship, which she just calls Run.
Okay, I already am in love. A.
Good thing
good.
Courtney's characters are there, because I'd be having a lesbian meltdown right now.
You're gonna be. This is the captain we're going
Cody,
with.
stop giving me crushes on all your NPCs!
They're so crushed.
Stop making all of them my type!
Okay, hold on. What's she wearing? I have to know. Is it the leather slinky dress?
No, that's impractical.
No,
for
she's just
Captain.
naked.
She's got the she's doing the leather pirate queen.
Yes.
No hat though.
Alright.
That's okay.
Leather Pirate Queen, also my favorite dance move.
If she had a hat, it would be covering her horns.
I thought it was in the Pirate
No
Kama
hat.
Sutra.
No hat. Okay, great. I'm gonna make a friend with Captain Rissan.
Yes,
Like to
Risen.
Risen.
Yep.
With that.
Yeah. So you do make friends with her.
Good.
She is not opposed to taking you out on the journey, but she is bound to remain in and around Drimtrosavar with the rest of White's fleet until the end of the month.
How far away were the coordinates we were looking at?
The coordinates you were looking at, she tells you it's about.
Only like 5 days after this month.
Her ship.
Yeah, it's not long.
By the end of this, guys, Cody's gonna be like a real nautical aficionado. He's gonna know all the things about ships.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, oh, I know way too much about this. I know where everything is now because I lived in this world for a year. Like,
it is. I'm gonna say 16 days out of Drim.
but we are like 5 days away from the end of the month by this point. We're close.
No, we're on the.
Not
The
yet.
23rd.
From the 23rd.
Yeah, by the time
we
she gets back. By the
Yeah.
time Quilla gets back, and we can actually start.
There is always the day crossover. So the next fleet's ships return on the 1st,
Okay.
and then the fleet after.
Yeah, I'm on board with
depart.
like trying to then the rest of the time work and research and do research of the map. So that area, if there's things like that, like if I can
Great.
like hold a spot.
Sure.
Can I reserve my ticket for best
Yeah,
bunk space?
she will take you out there.
Good.
She likes you. She will not risk her ship.
That's fair.
And then anything that comes up, you guys can only take a share like her crew.
That's
fair.
Completely valid.
'Cause, yeah.
I am on board with that.
And you're expected to fight for the crew if
Yes.
just the basics.
I'm on board. I'm hoping to make an ally of her long term because I love her already.
Yeah.
But right now, as my driver, I'm a big fan. And then yes, we will fight for her and all these things. And actually, I'd like to spend. Then that was how long was that?
That's going to be your week. That's
a week?
your
I have
first
2
week.
weeks. Okay.
So your second week is going to take you up to the 23rd
Yes.
when Quill will return.
Perfect. And then we will all as a unit have a week of downtime to hopefully plot,
Yep.
plan, scheme. I would like to make friends with her crew. I'd like to meet and carouse with and tell stories to and whatever.
For that carousing check, I'll give it to you because you rolled a natural 20. Technically, a captain like her would be
a high one.
the 250 carousing. It's the upper class carousing.
That's not what I had to pay for Azurth, and he was an upper class one. I thought it was 25.
It's 10. I have it right here.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, 250 is the upper class.
Yeah.
I think I reduced the cost because it's on a pirate
And
island.
noble thing.
Yeah.
Like that was what got me into that for cheaper.
I'll let you get in.
It
for
was like 50 was the
noble.
highest I paid for the last carousing.
But just so you know, moving
That's
forward,
really good to know.
carousing with the best captains and admirals, it is up around.
Well, thank God for that natural 20 then.
250.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is a lucky
So
dice,
what I'm gonna say is it's usually 50 gold pieces for middle class.
Got it.
And it's 250 for upper class.
Good.
I'll give you if you can pay 100.
I can. Yeah,
Great.
that's fine.
We'll do that.
I'll pay 100, and then I would like to carouse with her people for that next week and get to know them and get them to like me.
Yeah.
I want them to like me.
Yeah. Make a persuasion check.
I want them to want to save me if I'm about to die.
Call it 25 gold.
Thank you. Ooh, persuasion?
Yeah.
That's right. You're thinking about religion
4
right now.
plus,
I see it.
so it's plus 8.
Great.
19. 19.
Yeah, it goes well. They
Plus 7.
do like you. You make friends with one of the head cannoneers.
Okay.
Thousand.
Head cannon accepted.
Who is a young woman, goes by the name of Flight.
Flight?
Yeah, just like.
Yeah.
Yep.
Head cannoneer.
Yep. She is quick to bring up that yes, she's a woman named Flight on a boat named Run. It's a theme. I
am on board.
Yeah.
I tell her great stories about one of my mother's very on the nose her name.
Yeah.
It was Echo. Because
I didn't know which one you were talking about for a second.
Because she couldn't exist unless someone else made that.
Don't make me sad again.
Okay.
That's why she was named that.
Getting into the last week, Quill, you have returned.
Yes.
What would you like to do with this week? You sign up on this adventure.
Yeah.
You have a week to do something.
It's been another week with a con.
There's another week with a con, learning Draconic.
Yup.
Okay.
It's another 25 or 50?
25
Cool.
every week. Reed actually doesn't bring you guys all the way into port. He has to leave you outside and you
Park
guys
around the corner.
get one of Captain White's ships.
Okay, cool.
You better swim.
We'll do one of those when we're leaving, one of those like handshakes.
Yeah.
Where, like,
Yeah.
we both know what's going on here.
Hold
Sure.
fast.
Oh,
Gotcha.
we've never met
No.
Quill. I can't wait for the description.
I haven't met any of you guys.
Oh yeah, we gotta describe ourselves at some
So-
point.
Sorry about that.
As you guys are
haven't been this table.
gathering
This table.
in the Iron Six, we'll say this is at the 24th, the beginning, so you can call it collectively speak in character, and then look at anything you want to do with that week. So let's start over here with Avekoi. And
Yeah. So, once again, my name is Eduardo, so I'm going to describe my character to you now, okay? Abid Goy is an Atakakra. He is, I can't remember, 4'2", I think I made him. He's a very tiny bird person.
4'6".
4'6"? 4'6" sounds
yeah,
right. Thank you.
because if he was any smaller, he starts to get into like halfling size.
No, I'm not that small. I'm just tiny. He is like burnt orange, reddish kind of feathers, and he's got his arms, and then he's got his actual wings on the back. But what stands out the most, he's got big, long blue plumes that kind of go up and back, and he is well rested.
Yeah.
He is looking good. He's feeling fine. His feather got a shine to it. He's doing good. And he has some swords, basic studded leather armor, and he's looking good. He's looking happy. He's at the dartboard where he should be.
Right.
Catalyst is a warforged of impeccable design and quality. His composite plating is metallic and steel in nature. It is colored sort of this bluish gray, which covers his entire body. There appear to be sort of arcane markings and religious symbols and sigils which sort of cover his hands and seem to be peeking out above a mandarin collar of deep browns and blacks. Very, very simple clothing, but it seems to be bulging underneath. Usually he is carrying a staff and a warhammer which hangs at his hip. All right, of course. His eyes have the pupilless nonsense.
Yes.
There we are. Yes.
Hi, Megan.
His eyes are sort of a yellowish gold, and they have no pupils. The head is, of course, hairless and has very definite grooves and divots, maintaining a humanoid posture and appearance.
I have Zinjana. He is a emerald green chromatic dragonborn divination wizard. Deep purple robes with like gilded gold and white filigree on it. Carrying around his very large white grimoire with like a gilded edges and everything. Around his neck he wears a dragon's, like an ancient dragon's claw looking thing. Around his neck is this little arcane focus that he sometimes will be seen like holding and talking to or just kind of like meditating into. And is currently with Avekoi, just kind of keeping watch over him. He's become very attached to the little bird.
My bro.
My little bird boy.
I'm Sam, and Haven, she's a tall young woman. She's about 6 foot. At first glance, she probably looks human, then you look at her a little longer, and she doesn't quite seem human, but in a pretty way. Because, like, her hair is, like, white, blonde, and long, but it's braided back out of her face because she's practical. Eyes are gold.
That's practical.
Chainmail. Dirty.
All right.
Sturdy, such a fantastic word.
My character is Quill. He is a wood elf. He stands about 6.5 feet tall. He's very tall. Coppery colored skin with green undertones, black hair that he's got kind of braided away with a series of beads and feathers kind of in the hair. Notable features he's wearing navy blue monk robes, no sleeves. But he does have leather bracers that kind of go from his wrist to his elbow that are kind of scarred and scratched up. Speaking of scars, his notable features are that his black hair on the left side has the white streaks in it in a kind of uneven pattern that feed directly into a series of scars that kind of spider down the left side of his face. This is my left, and down the left side of his neck, and you can see some of it on the skin that peeks through. And his left pupil is slightly dilated. And he has a very nasty looking weapon slung across his back. It's a long pole arm with a blade and a hook on the end.
I'm going to talk about the tattoo so I can present my side of the argument.
I'm sorry. Also, he has on the left side of his face...
Fight all of you.
A tattoo.
One tattoo.
The tattoo is a series of unconnected feathers, but they're very stylistic. It's 4 very stylized, bright blue with black designed feathers that cover this side of his face.
It is one tattoo of 4 feathers, as I scream in the chat every time this argument comes up. Is this one tattoo or 2 tattoos?
Looks like 2 to me.
That is one.
Derail your whole campaign.
and then on the right hand, you can see part of a tattoo that seems to spiral up his right arm, but it's
y'all.
It's covered up.
Yes.
Got it.
This is
Cool.
And you said wood elf?
I feel like all tattoos on your face get multiplied by a certain factor as to
Like the
exactly
gang
how
thing,
many there
the
are.
most normal looking person of this group,
Yeah.
and I have a face tattoo.
Yeah,
I mean,
know.
hello.
What you look like.
In our D&D fantasy world,
You're in draconic and you're
Quill is the most normal.
And I'm 6.5 feet tall.
I am
How human of you.
Speak for yourself. I'm
Wood
blemished.
elf.
Human looking.
racist what else up in here.
Hi. Anyway.
As I was saying.
There's a reason I don't like Jeremy.
I'm Courtney. I'm playing Hazel. She is a human woman. She's actually human woman. She's tall, like
Sorry,
5'10", 5'11". She has a young-looking face, which is sort of in contrast to the streaks of gray and silver that are through her otherwise very dark and unkempt hair. She is also sleeveless. She has like a sleeveless scale mail situation, showing off her buff arms. But also on her arms are a wide variety of scars and slashes. It looks like there are claw marks along the sides of her neck. And that's it. She's hanging out.
Okay.
Evon, usually very bubbly and excited to be in the Iron Six and around people, is much more stoic right now. But she is about 5'2", very young, 19, 20, and a little curvy. Thick 5'2". She got them thighs.
Thick with 2 C's.
Yes. Thank you.
And a silent Q.
Yes. She has curly red hair piled up into a very noble updo, but sort of fallen out a little. She's wearing leather-studded armor, but it's in shades of like deep blue and purple and deep gray instead of black. It looks a little finer and fancier than most leather armor, and she has tiny little silver flowers tucked into her hair. Fancy boots and all kinds of knife-type accoutrement strapped to her.
Stuff.
different places.
The one thing I always fucking forget about Hazel is that she isn't wearing any kind of jewelry or ornamentation, but she is wearing a wedding ring.
Oh. That is
I literally have forgotten to mention it every time. It's been here the whole time, and it's important.
What did I get there?
I don't fucking know.
Just noticed it.
Well, that's us, everybody. That's what you're looking at.
That is
So
what
what are you guys up to as you sit in the Iron Six?
Is Akan there?
Akan is there.
Well, it's just kind of talking to him then,
Okay. That sounds good.
practicing a little.
Sure.
Yvonne has.
I'm chuckling at her anytime she mispronounces something.
Excellent.
This is how we start.
During learning Draconic. Yvonne, at the end of her last, when she discovered about the shipwreck or the ship being taken, sent out letters to be passed around of like who wants to come help or whatever. So she's been checking back in with Jeremy every day to see if anyone has answered the call. She got a response from Quill specifically, and then Quill went out on ship again.
So these are the people you got.
Yeah, she. Yeah, so she's waiting.
Yep.
So your question was, what are we doing? I'm probably waiting for someone to take the lead. I'm assuming Yvonne's probably looking over a map or making them final decisions. From this day, we have about a week. Is that what we said?
Yes.
So I would probably take this opportunity to invite Quill over and play some darts with me because I don't know him yet.
Okay.
So I mean, I've seen him around. He's been on Drim Trosavar, and then he left on a ship, and I haven't seen him since. So I would look over. Hello, your name is Quill, right?
Hello.
Quill, is it
Bird is talking to me.
You get used to it.
It is, how you say, part of the charm of the Arcadian Straits.
All right. Met many birds in my life. None of them ever talked to me before.
This one is a bit bigger.
I'm an Autocockra. We're not technically birds, we're bird people.
I've never met one of your people before.
Well, hello. It's nice to meet you. Are you sitting or are you standing?
I'm sitting right now.
Good. So I probably walk up to you and I'm still shorter than you. So I like offer a bird person hand. Now's your chance to touch a bird person, and I'm intending it on purpose. And I'm like,
Now's your chance to touch a bird.
Right.
and as I'm shaking your hand, I look at your feathers, and I'm not hiding that I'm staring directly at your tattoos.
It's fine.
Why do you have those on your face?
Well, they're there to cover up the rest of it.
You have scars, yes?
Yes.
Recently,
I audibly chuckle at that line.
I recently, and I kind of like move my armor, and I've been relaxing. Y'all look good, but I probably have some like indentations of permanent shark teeth. I have scars too.
You should meet my other friend.
You have another friend with scars?
Shark scars, actually. You know what? When we're all together, we have a little pantomime about it. There's music. We'll do it for you sometime.
I would like that. Now, don't. And I kind of lean in to whisper, I'm a bard, but I don't really sing. But I wouldn't mind learning your story so I could tell it sometime.
Perhaps you could join our band.
And then, okay, so I'm College of Swords for those of us that don't know, and I lean over like, oh, music band, okay.
Oh.
And I kind of ashamed because I'm not a good singer. Well, I'm a bird person. You would expect me to be able to sing, but I can't.
Either I play the violin.
Oh, you do? Do you have one on you now?
Yes.
Yes. And I like look. I'm a bird person. I'm tiny. And I'm not touching you, but I'm kind of like looking for the violin.
Are you near the weapon on his back?
Oh yeah.
Do not touch that.
Oh. Okay, I won't. And and I'm super embarrassed by it, so I kind of like trying to lean over into a corner and I pull out my ukulele.
No, it is fine. I just do not want you to get hurt.
Oh, okay. Well, I play songs on this sometimes. I can maybe learn your story. We could turn it into a song, and then we can play together. Yes.
It is not my story to tell, but I will be sure to introduce you to
Oh, okay.
the one who can.
And I put it back in, and I this time I am a little touchy, just to let you know. And I grab your arm, and I notice the little scars, and I let go, and I say, "Would you like to play darts?"
Sure.
And
the scars would probably be pretty familiar to you. You have talons, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, on my feet. That's on my
Yes,
hands.
they're talon scars.
Oh, are they? Ooh. So I probably register that. That's a good reason.
Normal sized bird.
You know, a pigeon.
Normal size.
Well, bigger than a pigeon.
Well, and then
Smaller than him.
well, then my intention with my eyes would be a little bit more like understanding, and I do offer that. Do you want to play?
Sure.
Yes, can we?
Sure, make a dexterity check.
Can I take a quick moment and make my divination rolls for the day?
Sure, please.
Jeez, I would like to immediately throw darts at the.
Back 20.
Yeah.
I pick up my first dart and I kind of look.
It's not bad.
No, not
Was
at
it?
all.
It's really good.
25.
Nice.
Can I change her roll? For
If you
shits and
want to.
giggles?
Oh my God! Don't waste this now. I'm dying.
I like the
Wow.
fact that he's doing it.
fucking
Divination wizards are weird.
This is a bizarre use of this
Can I
particular
tell
trick.
that he's using magic on me?
Oh, that's good too.
No.
Okay.
It is, I believe, a subtle pulling at the threads of fate.
I basically
Or-
see the future and then
odds.
can influence it.
Okay, so I can't tell that he's done anything.
Right. It's
Alright,
it's
cool.
not a spell.
I couldn't tell either.
What did you make? Did you make it better or worse?
Oh, he absolutely made it worse because I
I'm
rolled a
gonna
19.
give you.
I rolled a 19. Did you roll a natural 20 for either of yours?
I'm gonna give you a 3.
Friendship.
All right, well, that is still
This is my bird person here.
a 9.
I'm dying.
Still a
Don't mess
9.
with my
Oh,
bird.
that's, sorry, those
I
are
also
saving
get to
throws.
do that
so
Yeah,
every
it's a
day.
dex check.
yeah, so it's still 7.
Yeah. When it leaves your hand, you feel really great about that. But when it sticks on the board, you're like,
Can it miss the board and go near him? How close are you to the board?
I'm
It's,
sitting behind Ovid Koi. Like,
shooting range is pretty specific about where things are
Yeah,
thrown.
that's fair. There are no chairs behind.
just like
Yeah.
in my head.
That would be
so I just
stupid.
keeps reading.
pirates.
But you do, but yeah, so it hits in like the rough, and you're like, that's weird.
I didn't notice anything.
I've never
Yeah,
never done that
Yeah.
before.
Also, he's also never played darts before.
Yeah.
that's fair.
Never thrown darts. Not as
Tis
me.
a
As soon as everyone has gathered, Evon would like to.
About as gathered as
No,
you're
I
gonna
wasn't
get
sure if
them.
everyone was in yet.
Oh, yeah, we're all-
We'll do it.
I'm just
Yeah.
debating with the barmaid Adria about Adria.
And then
Adria.
after him.
Adria.
Adria.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm just debating with her
Adria. Yeah,
why people would willingly drink poison.
Oh, because alcohol. Yeah, good.
It's delicious.
So
I'll tell you
Evon
that.
kind of
Why?
having never been in charge herself before, but having seen both of her mums do it a lot. Pardon. Thank you all for answering my summons. Jeremy tells me that all of you are the ones who are willing to join me. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have about the man that I'd like to seek out, but in the meantime, I want you to know that we have chartered a voyage on a ship aboard the ship Run with Captain Risson. Risson? Yes.
Risson.
She's a lovely captain, and she'll be taking us to the coordinates that the ship we are seeking was last seen. Should anyone have any last-minute preparations or plans that they need to arrange, we'll be leaving in 5 days. 7 days. Sorry, I was doing the math wrong. 7 days. 8-ish. A little over a week. There we go. We'll be leaving in a little over a week.
As soon as 5, as long as 8.
Yeah, exactly. Weeks are relative. Days are vestige of mode. I want to thank you all. I know this isn't the sort of thing we usually do, but believe me when I tell you that if we can save him, he will be important to our cause. I will be setting up shop here, looking over some maps for the next week, should anyone need me. And without saying anything, she goes and sits at a booth with her maps, and it's just there. Cool. She does not know how to do this, but she's trying.
Can I look over at Avakoi at this point and this is why you came here today.
She's my friend. I've known her since I was a little baby egg. Yeah. So if she needs something, I know. But I knew the guy too. Well, just a little bit. I've seen him once or twice. He was kind of safe word, impressive. A lot of people respected him, but it was more of like secret respect, like kind of underhanded respect, sometimes the back of the hand respect. All kinds of different things were kind of happening, but he did know his way around the ocean, waters, all those things, and we kind of are on an island, so it'll probably be good an opportunity to help my friend.
So you wish to join her?
I wish for you to come too. Would you like to?
At this point, I nod my head and I go over to Evon and make my introduction and start helping her look over her maps.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Avakoi, what sort of importance does this friend hold?
Well,
And why should we care?
You're asking those big questions again, Callus. You always ask the big questions. Well, personally, it's about connection, family, friendship, honor, respect, all of those things that the bipedal organisms really enjoy. Scientific. We're more theological, yes? Soul. She has soul, family, connection. Does that make sense?
What was this
Sorry.
person's...
Does that make sense?
Yes.
What was this person's relation to you and to Evon, and more importantly, to the Empire, who now have this person?
Well, he was now really a good fan of the Empire. I knew that. And he was always searching for, I'm looking at you in the eyes, look at me.
Just stand in your chair, honestly.
You'll be out of frame.
No, this is better.
Eduardo, just shrink in yours.
Lie down.
Still out of frame.
Right now, what we're doing here with the backers is going against the Empire. He is a good representation of the original people who came here, like my father. And we're fighting against the Empire, and he would be a good leader. I think maybe a leader would be nice. Jeremy's fine. Tybalt is fine. But they're young. They're young. Rowan's old.
There it is.
Really?
Avakoi likes the old guys.
How old is
He's 42, fuck off.
Oh no, baby, you're older than 42.
Oh, he's 46.
When I was 40.
He's 47.
He's older than
Callus,
42, baby.
does that make sense?
It does. But a finer question, which I feel needs to be posed, is what is the likelihood that this person, whom you say is a threat to the Empire, would make a good leader to this cause, is alive?
Oh, I mean,
Can I hear
Looking
that?
at me, I have nothing
that's a
that
good.
Sure.
I'm not attempting to be quiet.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
So yeah.
It's not said like, let's not do it. It's said in
No,
a very
yeah,
sort
exactly.
of, why would he be alive?
Because he is possibly the most stubborn motherfucker I'd ever met in my entire life. And if you knew my mother's, you would see what a big deal that was. I have heard stories my entire childhood about this man and his unwillingness
To settle.
to die,
Down.
quite honestly. I don't suppose this would be any different, quite honestly. Besides, everything I managed to translate was very clear. Some of these ships were blown out of the water. Some of them were slaughtered. This one, as far as I could tell, says in custody. Something about him specifically, perhaps the fact that he is so anti-imperialist and vocal about it, has made him not just a target but a prize. I doubt they would do away with him so quickly. He knows what people are. He knows what people are who I ran away to protect. And there are small-time enemies who would keep him alive for less. But depending on who has him, there's a very good chance that they're leaving him alive. I at least have to try. I will not ask any of you to put yourselves in danger unnecessarily, and I will be smart about this. I was trained very well, and I may be young, but I will do my best to make sure that if it's clear he is not alive, I will not harm any of you in the process.
Thank you for your concern, but I know I'm going to be there for you regardless, so we'll see what happens.
Thank you, Goya.
And I like tap you.
Oh, that's right. Fucking forgot. I aim higher.
Not a lot there.
With that, we are going to take our break because of fireworks.
Okay. We'll come back to this bar.
Yeah.
Oh, is it that bad?
It gets pretty
It's-
rough.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
You can make it out.
Yeah,
You can. It's just something we try to avoid for your quality. So we're going to be back at 9:15, okay? And we are going to run a little late tonight, so everybody be prepared for that. At least 11:30, I'm suspecting.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. And Christine, take us there, sketch. We're back. Hello, everybody. We're Random Encounter Productions. This is Disasters in Danger, our ongoing D&D 5e campaign. It is in the West Marches style, set in the Arcadian Straits. When we left our heroes, they were preparing for a mission to save Evon's uncle, Rowan Shaw, who has been captured by the Empire. Now, was there anything else that people wanted to do on that day in the bar?
There were some other people who wanted to come.
Right. Yeah. We had to stop for fireworks. We're back now. So before we move on, what would you like to do, Hazel?
She's gonna wait until Evon's alone.
Okay.
And once everyone else has kind of ditched, she's gonna just make her way over to the table.
Hi, hello.
Hi. Look, I just have a question.
Of course.
So, this man that we're going after, you say that he's a good fighter, he's an asset to the revolution, all that. But who is he to you?
He's the person who taught me what freedom meant. He's my uncle, technically, and he's my mum's brother, but then I never really needed a father figure. Both my mums were perfect at what they did, but he was a different sort of person. He taught me what it meant to rebel, and what it meant to believe in freedom, and believe in your ability to go take it. He's one of the reasons why when I had to leave, I thought of here. I thought of this cause and these people. And he's hope for a lot of people back home too, who I care about greatly.
Hey. We're gonna go find him, alright?
I really hope you're right.
Sick and fucking tired of the Empire taking the shit that matters. I walk away.
Anything else for the 23rd, 24th?
I just
Negative?
I don't think I'm doing anything other than making sure she remembers to eat something.
Great.
At least twice a day, maybe not all three.
we have
On the downtime, you are spending that researching.
I'm researching the area around the coordinates. Found a map, trying to find if we know if we're gonna hit another whirlpool.
Right.
If we know
So,
that they fight those areas.
research.
Yeah, all the research.
Yep, research. I have you for research, Hazel.
How much time do we have?
1 week.
1 week. I'll go back and hang out with Brosna a little more.
Brosna, make a alchemy check.
Okay.
I was already hanging out with the con, so I'll be around. I'll be in and around the bar too.
Right, that is your
Probably
week. Got it.
Other than feeding her, can I just do maybe another week of work with?
Sure.
Can I do like helping her with like the history and investigation of the area, and before we set sail, check in with Brosna for some supplies?
That's fine.
Prayer regarding the upcoming voyage.
Okay.
I think it's really dark in the tower room, so I want to paint it something.
Great.
Okay, Rapunzel.
Performance check, alchemy check. That's
8.
not good.
That's fine. No, it's not.
Nice.
Your work check. Make a persuasion check.
10.
Not good. Yeah, you break even. Let's call it simple like
I don't
that.
lose any money somehow.
23. Yeah, well drawn. Drawn.
I take whatever colors Jeremy and Tibble want, and I'm like, what do you want? And I fill it up.
Right.
And I do it. Cool.
Are we doing a history investigation at all?
You are going to in just a moment. I wanted to get the other ones
Thank you.
out the way. Are you casting augury?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a roll a d20 just to see if you how well you phrase this,
Yeah. Okay.
because you've got a week of effort to put into it.
I do. This is general prayer as well. He's a man of the cloth.
Kind of
Religion check.
Yeah.
Inactive.
Great. 22.
Okay. You're looking for what is it?
Wheel
and woe.
or like nothing. Like nothing. Nothing is one of them. Or it's just like
It's a mixed bag. Wheel and woe.
okay.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The two of you that are
divine has
doing
decreed.
research.
Yes.
Is 100 gold pieces for the research. For every 100 you spent beyond the initial 100 gold pieces, up to a maximum of 6, you can get a +1 to your check. It's going to be nature, because you are. I'll give you nature. I'll give one of you nature. I'll give you the other one history.
I will take history.
Are you sure
I do not need. What is your?
my nature is 4?
Yours is higher than mine. Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause I also have a 6 in history.
I have 6 in history as well.
All right, then
Yeah,
I'll do
but I
nature.
do not have nature.
That's good
so.
distribution.
I'll take it.
Yeah. All right. But I don't have any extra 100.
So
Only
it is
have
so the initial 100. Are you contributing anything?
I'm going
To
to give
the
her an extra
research.
100.
Okay.
Just make sure I don't stop.
Am I paying 100 into this, or is it just her 100?
I'm letting you guys do this on one bill.
Got it.
Usually this would be separate.
Would you like to split the bill?
Well, and
do
Haven
50-50?
just gave an extra 100.
Right.
Right.
So-
She's
Do you want to
covered.
split? Do you want to split ours 50-50?
Great.
Yeah, we'll split.
So it'll be 200
You're
total.
researching a region,
Yeah.
an area,
Yeah.
right, around coordinates. That's why I'm rather than having you do nature research and historical research, we're doing it as one. So you guys split 50-50 for the initial
100.
cost, and then with the extra 100, you can add a +1. I'll give you a +1 to both their rolls.
Because they're in the bar, right?
This is the week,
Yeah.
so they are
They're hanging out in the bar
Just
doing
hold
it?
in the tower, in the bar, wherever they want.
Okay,
They are
I was
in
wondering if
a
it was anywhere in any of the regions Quill has already been to, because he's got that whole thing with the maps,
remind me
the
about that.
wanderer thing.
Right.
I will wait.
Sounds like a good plan.
Excellent memory for maps and geography. You can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you.
Roll
If it's somewhere that he's been in.
I roll a percentile.
It's open water. I doubt it.
Yeah, that's
He's been doing
Maybe
way
she's
more.
done it.
Hey,
sailing
at
than
least
he
this
ever
is a
wanted
luck
to
thing.
do
We'll
ever.
see how it goes.
but
42.
you have not been there
Okay.
since you've come to Drim Trosavar.
Okay.
So I was giving
just
you a
wondering if I
shot
could
just in
assist.
case you passed through
Yeah.
the area on your way here.
Okay.
That's
But
fair. Was something better than nothing.
Yeah.
Now.
I say because since I'm
Keep
in,
rolling.
since I'm like
of
in the
course,
area
yeah,
where,
you're around. Like you
I'd
see
be
them doing
checking
the
in on her
research.
and
Yeah,
making sure she's okay.
of course.
You are a part of the feed Evon crew,
Not
shoving food
feeding.
at me.
He's literally just every so often just coming over and looking at you for a few minutes.
Silent.
He's making sure
But
you're
deadly.
okay.
Oh, okay, good. Eventually I get used to it, and I'm just like,
Are we ready to roll, guys?
Let me get nature
Yes, do it
first.
Ooh.
Woof. I will make that a 9. Solid 9 there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have your augury rolls? Would those help you?
I have not rolled those yet. Or is this a different day?
It's a whole different.
You solid for me doing that now?
Yeah, I'll let you do that now and see.
Goodbye. It doesn't count if it falls.
That one's better though.
I have a 12, so I'll take that, making that
What's your second roll?
Yeah.
it fell off the table.
Just roll it again.
Okay, cool.
It's not going for
13. I will
There you
take
go.
the 13, making that 13 for 17, 18.
Nice.
It's just that, like, if it falls off the table and rolls a nat 20 on the floor, that doesn't
Yeah, that
count.
doesn't
I just wanted
No, that's fair.
I wanted to respect the
Let me see what
man's
you got.
wishes. So I still have a 12 for today. What did you get? Wait, what did you get?
A 1.
Can I change it if it's a crit fail? Make it 12.
Thank you. So I suddenly see a new piece of information. So that's gonna be 12, 18.
Okay.
Hey.
Much better. Good job, buddy.
Divination wizard.
I am allowed always.
Yeah, I added
I
a
have
plus
never
1.
seen anyone play a divination wizard
It's
before.
magical.
And why not?
He's the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
But the real Scarlet Witch, not the bullshit they do in the movies.
Wow.
Add me on Twitter. I'll complain about it there.
We are not sponsored by Marvel Studios.
Nor do I want to be.
Oh shit.
The Russos can
But
come for me.
DC, it's open.
Like the Russos.
So wait, what were their? What was it again?
18 and 18.
Got it.
We're tied even.
Good job,
Here we go, guys. The what you know of the region is that it is open water. It is outside most shipping lanes. So whatever was out there was interesting for him to go searching for it. There are small uncharted islands that are occasionally used as personal ship ports or havens. They are very insignificant as far as it's not worth it for anybody to really set up a long-term settlement there. They're just not that big. There's not enough resources, not enough fresh water. It doesn't
make sense to stay there.
Yeah, doesn't last there. Occasionally people will hide things there. Smugglers might drop things and pick things up in some of those small islands. But it is out of the way, off the beaten path, not a lot of historical importance to it.
It's basically been sailing into the Bermuda Triangle.
Kind of.
Uselessness.
Good.
Great.
Right, excellent. Thanks for being around for the ride.
So, okay. With that, you wanted to check out Brosna's, I
Yes,
heard?
please. Always a good thing to art them up as it is.
And I broke.
That's unfortunate. Looking for my phone.
Oh,
I got it.
That's where
All your information is.
I'm bringing up my random
Quick
potion
question
shops.
then.
Yeah.
So we decided that things that weren't money that we had found was sort of like a group thing. We were going to keep them for the whole group.
I tell you guys what you find. You decide what you do with it.
I say because I have a list of just random.
The only
things
thing,
that we have found
the only thing
that
is
we've divided
with
up
this
money-wise.
particular thing, it's
Yeah.
the ship itself is gonna get half of whatever we get, right? Because we talked.
Well, I was
to
talking specifically about we found a
we've already-
bunch of healing potions last time,
I misunderstood.
and I feel like that's something that we would have taken back to the tower, and
Correct.
then whoever the next group is going out would have been like, here,
Oh, like
take some of our stock, because we found 3 regular healing potions and 1 greater healing.
you are absolutely welcome to do that. You just have to
As long as we
let it
talk
be known
about
to
it,
the
yeah.
entire group.
you just have to let
So
it
yes,
be
we
known.
Bag of
3
holding.
regular
Documented.
healing potions and 1 potion of greater healing.
Great.
We did find that was the trolls, not
Yeah.
the troll cave, not the adventurer kits.
Yep. So yeah, when it comes to
Yeah.
non-monetary stuff, usually I give you a gold point value for something. You guys
Yeah.
can divide that up.
Say,
We'll
I
assume
have-
that you sell
I
it
have those
in
for
your
something.
downtime.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys can share, but you have to declare it. You guys gotta communicate. And the server's a good place for that to happen.
Thank you,
that
bag
way
of
2 people
holding.
don't think they have the same thing.
Yes.
Okay.
I will.
Somebody wanted to go check out Brosna's, I heard.
Me, please.
Then
Okay.
if we need to.
Shock, the
please.
wizard wants to buy some potions.
I will go with you. Well, I'll be there when you get there.
Sounds good, comrade.
We're not going to walk together.
We could have walked together.
Rude.
We've never met.
That's fair.
No,
You did not speak to me.
You're right. I only merely chuckled.
Fucked with her leather
laughed at
darts.
me from the
She
corner.
doesn't know that.
Fucking rude.
I know, right? You laughed at me from the. I expect that from the suit of armor.
You expected to laugh?
I giggled. It wasn't.
That's weird expectations.
I would expect the suit of armor to not introduce itself to me because why would it?
I
Great.
giggled.
You've got 4 healing potions
All right.
to be bought, and based on your deal, they are 20 gold pieces each.
Oh, I'll buy the lot.
Okay.
Nice.
There you go.
Do you have any more of those potions for the water breathing?
Let me see. Does she?
I only bought one last time. I know she said she had.
And she said she had 4. She has 2 remaining.
All right, and what prices are those? Is there a bulk discount for both of them?
For uncommon, no bulk discount because 2 is not quite bulk.
More than one.
If it's
Are you a
Fair.
if it's
A pair, right? It's like buying shoes at this point.
They're go. Follow you on Friday.
Gypsy is a slur.
They are not.
It is.
So that is 200 gold pieces each.
Indeed.
Each.
Esmeralda, he says.
Okay, that price went up.
Yeah, I mean,
How much was
we
it?
got a deal.
How much did you say? I'm sorry, I missed it.
200 each.
No, I'm not there.
Nope.
Yes,
say we, like
I
I'm
will
gonna
buy
buy
one
something.
of them.
Okay. Okay.
It's been a
It has been a week. You guys have gathered up. Yes.
That was just base level.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And before we leave, I have left a letter with Jeremy.
Okay.
To be sent out if we're not back in
I have a question.
a month.
In a month.
If we're not, so if that happens, we'll talk.
Just to get there and back is 32 days.
Then never mind. If we're not back in 2 months, thank you.
2 months.
If we're not back in 2 months to send this letter, and there's very specific instructions, and we'll get into it if it has to be a thing.
Okay.
Good.
30. Yep.
Hey y'all, hope we all like each other
Are we
at the end of the
leaving
month.
on the first then?
Second.
Second. Which
the
month
second.
is this after Exalt?
We're in fall, right? Fell?
Foul.
No, Fell is the first month of winter.
It's the first month of fall.
Dusk.
Dusk. Thank you. I knew it was something that
Second
was
of dusk.
The second
I
of
like it.
Second
I
of
love
dusk.
the
dust.
first month of fall, right?
First month of fall. Correct.
Yeah. I love this calendar.
Oh no, we have to
thank you.
celebrate Halloween on a ship.
We're gonna have a mask celebration on the ship.
Isn't
Sorry.
Mask the last,
bringing
the last month of
masks?
fall?
Oh,
We
right.
don't do
Is-
masks yet.
Oh,
Oh, it's in the month of
Yeah.
mask. Duh. Sorry, never
No.
mind.
ignore me.
Yeah.
So it's Dusk, Mask, Savages,
Oh,
we're in dusk, second.
Fell, Shadowrun, Fate,
Fate. Yeah.
And Dawn.
then Dawn.
nice.
Shadowrun is my.
So are we
favorite
currently in
month.
Champions?
No.
No,
You're-
We're in dusk.
You're
in Dusk.
in Dusk.
Were we in Champions?
were.
You were in Exalt.
We were in
Exalt.
Exalt.
Mm-hmm.
Where did Third of Champions come up?
That was
That was
That was
my
before.
downtime.
That was
Yeah.
that's before Exalt.
That's what I was trying
I
to
will
figure out
send
where
you a
we were.
calendar. It'll be fine.
Gracias.
Yeah,
It takes time.
We've been through, for some of you, 2 months at this point. Yeah, you 3 did 2 months of downtime.
Cool.
So that took you through Champions, through Apex Champions, through Champions and Exalt. To
Gotcha.
the end of Exalt. It's the end of Exalt when you guys have that meeting.
Good.
It's the very beginning of Dusk when you guys set out with Risen.
Sounds
So I'm not trying to take away from everything that we're doing, but just because people are watching. So this is a West Marches style thing,
Right.
just so everybody knows what's happening.
So one of the things is we track the calendar because not everybody adventures at the same time, and we cannot go back in time. So whoever was most recent adventurer, for instance, tonight was Quill and Allison. So we can only begin the day after that. And you guys had to wait for your ship captain to be ready to
Right.
go. So we track time very closely because we do a lot of sailing. We do try to keep things.
What?
Yeah, we do try to keep things to a region, but that map is expanding, and it should as the adventure grows, right? But until you guys start teleporting places, tracking what day it is and how long it takes you to get somewhere and back is important. Add some verisimilitude to the campaign.
So for everybody that didn't know what was happening for the past hour, so that's why we did that. We're back. We're focused.
Yeah, it's a good part of the game. It's a different part of the game.
I like it. It's just
I got you.
Yeah, downtime is down.
It gives you the people part. Like,
Exactly. You guys set out, and you have
14 days?
16.
16 days.
It's 16 there, 16 back.
Oh, that's right. Weather.
As
Right.
That's what happened last time.
So we're gonna get on some weather charts.
Weather!
Do you need a percentile?
do you mind if I do
Not
a
at
thing?
all.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
do your thing.
Well,
Do
yeah.
your thing.
Thing too.
As we set out, sort of right before we do, I'd like to take a free moment and approach Evon for just a hot second.
Talking to you about you will be fun.
Oh God, it's weird.
So weird.
It's like anything I say is
I know. Like
Yeah.
loaded and weird.
I don't like it. I'd like to.
It's okay to have mixed.
Everything I'm saying is very measured at this point. So,
Safe.
I'd like to approach you and say, the Great Divine has spoken to me about the nature of this voyage. I can only tell you there is the possibility, great joy, but great sorrow. I trust you are prepared for both outcomes.
It's like you knew my parents.
So meta.
When you say that, he just goes, I regret to inform you I did not.
I love him so much. I appreciate you communing with your divine on my behalf. The gesture is very welcome. I know there's always the chance that we will fail, but I have to go based on the possibility that we will succeed. So, should your divine say anything else, I would be much obliged if you would let me know, and I will try to take it into consideration. But I am ready for either the joy or sorrow this journey will bring us.
Shall keep our company, you and your men, in my prayers.
Thank you, Catalyst. And which god do you pray to? Remind me.
The Great Divine.
And what does it call itself?
It has no name.
Is it the fucking Starry Void? Damn it!
Let's speak about
Does he have a symbol on him anywhere?
All over.
Is it whatever? Do I recognize it?
Make a religion check.
No,
great.
I do not.
It's not great.
I don't recognize it.
It's really not
I rolled
great.
a nat 2. I'm not gonna recognize
She did
it.
not listen to her godmothers.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I was like, it's
I mean-
either Iroh or Willow or.
You say that, but
Okay, hold on. Wait, a religion check?
Oh, this is a new day. Can I roll my?
6.
yeah.
That's a 6.
I don't know why I rolled a D12.
you can use the, oh God.
Oh, hey, I have a 20 and a 4 here.
Nice.
Well, that's later on the
We're
ship,
gonna
right?
have plenty of
You have so
days.
many
Every
days.
day.
So many
Every
days.
full night's
Lord, I
rest.
forgot.
Divination wizards, man.
Yes,
Natural
that's 20.
Oh, okay, I rolled a natural 20 on my religion suddenly. What is it?
Divination
Does she
wizards, we fuck up
recognize any
everything.
of the markings on there?
Yeah, the markings that cover the body are an amalgamation of everything within the Decantheon, along with a great number of what appear to be devilish and demonic symbols as well.
I'm so excited about this. Good, excellent. That's all. And I, again, thank you.
And they spell out Skynet. That's what it is.
It just says run.
Great. Anything else?
I would like to have a moment with Quill.
Go for it.
On the ship.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, man, let's get into it.
I love it.
So I go up to Quill and in Draconic.
Yeah, sorry. If we're on a ship, you do have to go up to Quill because he will be in the crow's nest.
Away from the open
That's
water.
also where I am.
You guys are cuddling in the crowd.
More than likely, I'm probably up there if he's there.
There's a lookout up there that's like, I have. This is made for one person.
Quill will just offer to be doing.
I imagine them being that shot of the guys eating spaghetti up on the high beam.
He's probably honestly sitting on one of the beams.
Yeah, y'all are all on
him. It feels the most like.
Why are we all up here?
Because
weirdos.
It feels the most like a tree.
So at first, I'm gonna look around,
Sorry.
try and locate him, see he's up there.
Yeah.
And there's a bird with him. Not that one.
Took your bird.
Sonata?
Yes, because he. Oh wait, no, we're not planning on stopping at ship at a thing. Then no, he probably would have given her to a con again.
Oh,
Be like,
I was
just
gonna talk
FYI.
about the bird.
Yeah, the con's bonded.
Yeah. Yay.
Cute.
Adorbs.
Honestly,
she's a
he'll
pretty
probably
bird.
give a con like a gold piece for every week that he's gone. So I'll mark that off just to pay for food.
Yeah.
So I would like to go up to Quill and just in Draconic. You were trying to learn Draconic, yes?
How many words of that do I understand? 3 weeks in.
I speak your
I'm asking this knowing that she's not fluent yet. Sorry, I'm working on it.
You get the gist. You understand Draconic. You understand Learn. And you understand you. So, like the sentence structure and the syntax of you were in the past tense, potentially trying to learn Draconic. You get you learn Draconic. like that's what you pick up.
I'll say yes in Draconic. I'm pretty sure that's
Lesson one.
That's lesson one.
Yeah, you.
Lesson one.
Day one of Spanish when you learn C.
So,
Fucking Rosetta Stone over here.
upon him
Shit.
responding in Draconic, I'm then going to switch to Elvish and do a formal introduction of myself so that we can carry a conversation.
I do speak common. It's not my first language, but I do speak
Maybe I
it.
do not like to speak common.
Right.
Oh.
Backstory, bitch.
Or is it?
I don't know. We're about to find
Also,
out.
maybe I don't want people listening on my conversation.
Okay,
Also, for
alright.
both your accents, you're both from the Northern Mountains.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, different. Yeah.
I mean, not the same mountain.
The
There are
exact
many
same
of them.
Yeah.
They actually
Yeah.
are next door neighbors. They
Northern Mountains, plural.
Yeah, there are many.
Anti-Whoville
It's
over
the
here.
largest region.
I was just making introduction. I am Zinyana, formerly of Clan Delmirith.
And this is an Elvish.
Yes.
Hello, I'm Quill.
Nice to meet you. I would like to apologize that I did not first introduce myself in the tavern.
That is fine. I heard you in the tavern.
I cannot help it.
I have very good hearing.
I did not think you didn't. It is always fun to listen to someone learn Draconic the first time. Or any time. That did not make sense. Sorry.
His Elvish is breaking down at this point.
Yes. Duh. Would you like to continue to practice or learn Draconic on this trip? We will have much free time.
That would be acceptable.
I would love to help.
All right.
You can continue to learn with him teaching you at half price for the cost of ink and paper and basic supplies for writing and text and things like that.
How much does learning proficiencies on the vehicle cost per week?
25 gold pieces per week.
Because I would start to make my disembodied voice of my uncle proud. I would like to. Plus, we're on Pirate Island, guys. I would like to try to learn ship proficiency. How many weeks will that
Water
take,
vehicles.
by the way?
What's your intelligence modifier?
+3.
7 weeks.
Sweet.
Pay that money since I'm
No.
teaching her?
So then
was not
It's not a payment thing.
it's
not
2 weeks of travel, right? There?
Yeah.
It's 2 weeks. I would like to do the ship learning
Yep.
for 2 weeks.
Hazel's 2 weeks in on that already, so I will
Do the ship
continue
learning.
that.
Great.
Ship learning.
I would like to be with Haven wherever she is and help her because I'm ship weary.
Okay.
is a safe word.
I'm a sweet bird.
So whatever you're doing, I'm helping you.
He got eaten by a shark last time. He has reason to be afraid.
We're just not talking about it.
Well, I'm
still
probably just
upset.
trying to do some work because I am quite broke in game, and
Fair.
And real life.
Same.
I just paid her.
Paid for a wedding.
Hopefully I don't get in your way, but I would like to help you however you
I'm at some point trying to like sweep up a floor,
Okay.
and he's standing exactly where I put the pile of dust.
They're not. Yeah. Your assistance on the ship is
It's not
going
necessarily
to
a
be
payment thing.
paid.
She's
It's-
just
trying to be
bored.
Yeah, it's considered part. Yeah.
And
part
if
of
it, if Nick gets her some goodwill, that's great.
sure,
But
that will.
In the second week,
Okay.
I see people with swords. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I would like to look for someone who is interested in my sword. Maybe they're watching, maybe I'm watching them.
Sure.
And then I would like to start trying to like convince them that maybe we should practice our,
You want to get a little pit fight going?
Yeah.
Make an athletics check.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Nat 20! I would like to fight every. No,
Make an acrobatics check.
Oh shit. 12 acrobatics. Oh, nice. 17.
Okay. Make a Constitution check.
Oh god. 15.
Okay. Yeah. You guys set up a little ring. You have a good week fighting. Just from the random bets, you're able to make. I'll give you 70 gold pieces.
Nice.
I was not expecting that. Yeah.
Money.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
Yeah. Well done. There are a few dead days on the water, where
Like Doldrum's dead, where
Yeah.
no wind.
no wind.
Damn it! I should have learned Gust.
You you run into a couple of dead days. So 18 days you guys begin to hit the coordinates. I would like somebody to roll a d12 and a d20, please.
Oh, I got the 20.
I got the 12.
12 and 8. 12 and 8.
Never mind.
I got the 8,
I got the 12. 6.
and I got a 4.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Did I not this right?
Dum, dum, dum.
You
My brain's not doing it. Just
you guys run across a passing merchant vessel, and Risen is inclined to pursue. So you're if you unless you make a persuasion check for her not to.
Well, I want to ask, how fast do you think you can catch them?
It could be hours, could be days.
I'm inclined to try to ingratiate myself with the crew and let her chase them.
Great.
Honestly, like
I mean, I get it.
can I make a intelligence check to see if maybe I just want to see how stupid of an idea this might be. I don't know what I should check.
How fast is a ship moving?
It is a larger vessel. It's going to depend on the winds, and ship chases can take hours, can take days.
I'm just because of flight speed. I'm curious if I can.
You're not much faster than what the ship is.
Then I'm not worried
as
about it.
is.
Cool. Thank you. Just trying something.
I'm open to opinions here. I want to try to ingratiate myself and ourselves by letting them chase, but if we think it's a bad idea, I can try to persuade.
What do we lose by a few extra days on the trip? Anything?
A few extra days.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh,
like,
you
it's-
can
Haven just
roll
doesn't
divination.
want to, but she also realizes that
it's
there's
not a
no
skill check. It's only a skill check
The
and
one
attack
that's the
rolls.
last 2
Got
chases
it.
I
Good
was
to
on
know.
took a few
Yeah.
hours.
Good to know.
Yeah.
That's the shitty thing. It's only skill checks and attack rolls.
Is there anything that we can do as a group to help them run the ship faster in any way?
I'm assuming you are.
Yeah,
I'm learning.
Yeah.
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That would be the best that we could do.
Catalyst,
in
I
that.
leave this to your divine
Yeah.
senses.
There it is.
This in no way benefits us. I understand the benefit that others could come to gain from this. Is Risen nearby?
If you choose for her to be so while
Sure.
you have this conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? I understand the benefit that others might have to gain from this, but this does not benefit us in any way. Perhaps, however,
You get a cut just the same as everybody else.
Besides, there is the chance that if we don't find him right now, we will have to continue chartering voyagers out here.
I'm less inclined to drive people around that
Exactly.
aren't able to pay.
In this moment, can I cast a message to Evon?
Sure.
Yeah.
I would like to say, it may not be in our favor now in finding Rowan. Sorry. But it could go a long way to securing good favor, so that we might do this again.
I say back, that is my dilemma.
is there no wealth in ransacking imperial prisons?
As soon as you all find me an Imperial prison, you've given me coordinates to the middle of the ocean.
That's right. Well, I speak up and I go, let's just do it. Go, go, go.
Yeah.
Make
like,
it quick. Let's make it quick, darling.
That's my
I just say at that point, I came here looking for a man, and there is no man. If we wish to destroy a ship, let us destroy a ship.
Roll a percentile for me.
Oh shit!
Man.
I have them out.
Thank you.
Taking it.
I feel like
Percentile.
Up and down. It's nice.
27.
He's true neutral.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
He belongs
it's like Varric
He belongs to
disapproves.
you.
I'm like, oh no.
It's a good balance.
Yeah.
It is.
Dragon Age.
So it's going to add 2 days to your journey.
That's not the end of the world.
And with the 2 days of doldrums, you're up to 20 days to get to the location so far. Do me a favor. Everybody roll me a D20 and a D4.
Oh, balls.
Okay.
What'd you get?
17 and a 3.
Okay.
15 and a 2.
Okay.
A 2 and a 3.
So you get dropped during the course of the fight. You go through 3 of your hit dice.
Oh,
And you'll be able to recover them
Okay, yeah, I get
over the
that.
course of a day or two. But just to let you know,
Right.
rather than do a whole
Fight.
Yeah.
2.5-hour ship battle,
Yeah.
and not get anywhere.
Yeah.
Bless.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So-
We appreciate you.
Yes.
You're a god, thank you.
It was a joking.
Yeah.
I also got a 15 and a 2.
Hey.
16 and a 3.
Good.
7-4.
7 with the 4. So yeah, you go through. I'm going to say 3 of your hit dice.
Gotcha.
Okay.
A 3 and a 3.
Oh, buddy.
All 3 hit dice.
Snake eye.
Can I change
My
this?
life.
He
no.
is not
no,
a.
don't worry about it.
It's a full battle. It's-
Yeah.
He has 4 hit dice now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
Drew.
Yeah.
I just hit my bird.
My
my bird
life.
person.
Wait, did you really hit?
Oh,
Oh, that's not snake eyes.
no.
3
that
and a
would be-
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was- yeah.
So you so yeah, you're good. Nobody has to roll on the pain chart or anything like that. So
Oh,
If we nat one, would we have had to?
yeah, nat one would have been a pain chart
Oh,
roll.
close.
Oh
Yeah.
my god,
On which dice?
Warforged pain chart is
On
just
which
losing
dice?
limbs.
I would also like to go after the battle clears, after all the dust is settled, approach Catalyst and thank him for his understanding, but apologize that I know you came here for a purpose, but in the longer game, should we need to come back, we need her to like us. Should we not find the man now, we need her on our side.
My purpose here is to aid you,
Oh, I love him.
and whatever it is that you all desire. My purpose, in general, is far greater than you could understand. I'm sorry.
If it was anyone else saying that, I would be offended, but somehow not when it's you. In any case, I'm grateful for your assistance.
And you will always have it.
Can I insight check Risen to see how she felt after our fight?
How did we do?
She is. She's glad to have you guys on board.
Cool.
None of you were. A lot of you guys were really solid. None of you were tremendous. Like on a nat 20, they're gonna be like, "Yes, join the crew."
Damn.
Some of you guys did really well, and they're like, "Yeah, we like having you around here."
Perfect.
Some of you are like, "Y'all could use some help."
Oh, balance.
It happens.
How
No
was
big
our
deal.
haul, though?
The haul was decent.
Do we get cuts?
You do get a cut. Yes.
I was going to ask that question.
Yes. I need to know.
Do we want
I'm the
to? Do we
vex
want to
of
do
this-
the
I
cuts
just did quick
later?
math.
You got it.
I did.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I just did some quick math here. You all end up earning like 3% of the haul each, and so that comes to 105 gold pieces each.
Wow!
Nice.
I'm glad we
Was
said
there
that.
anyone on there that we needed to worry about?
They no, she forewent, taking the ship as a prize.
Where did they?
Simply got the took the haul.
Cool.
Right, and it was
Did we slay all the people?
not all the people. No,
Where were they
It's
from?
enough to sail. It is from it is a northern trading ship on its way down hauling heavy weapons, trebuchets, ballistas, things.
Oh, good. So we got
things
good
like
stuff.
Northern of the Empire, or
outs, so like sort of, let's call it Greenland to our Scandinavia. So north, loosely related to the northern mountains, but separate from the Empire.
So not an imperial.
Not an imperial.
okay, I don't want to kill everyone.
It's worth saying.
No, it's a merchant.
No prisoners.
It's worth saying that Hazel didn't kill anyone that she fought.
Okay, great.
Even was working real hard to
Thank
not
you,
kill
Nathan.
anyone. Maybe she'd be doing non-lethal, knock them out.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Catalyst did.
I was going for death.
Catalyst killed.
Okay.
Did any of the
He's only
pirates
I
and
got
merchants
killed.
die?
Yes, you do lose some pirates on your vessel.
Are we taking the prisoners as new crew?
No.
Is there a
No.
cook?
No, they have their own cook.
Silver?
Is it John Silver?
It is not.
Damn it.
Oh,
The Black Sails theme is playing in my head right
Me
now.
too.
So 2 days.
I think
Yeah.
So we're going 2 days.
Performed last rites on the pirates that went down
Okay.
before seeking medical attention.
Nice.
He's bleeding out and just like.
So oh yes.
1 second.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
No worries.
Trying to keep us.
Yeah, so thank you. I appreciate that too. So of the 40-man crew, I'll say that 4 of them passed.
Yeah, he'll perform last rites over each of them separately,
Great.
and also a general thing for the other boat.
Great.
is that going to slow our progress, or
No, it'll be made up.
You can do it in the night,
Yeah.
right?
No, I meant losing the 4 crew members.
No,
During
they'll
the
be able to
day,
make up
shove
for
bodies
it,
in.
and they'll lean on you guys to hold and tie and
We're learning, so it's good.
Yeah. Exactly. So, with those 2 days out of the way, you make your way approaching back. You guys make it to the coordinates. Judging by night skies and constellations, you reach the coordinates that you are at. It is. I will take 1 investigation check.
I'll do that one.
Somebody can assist.
I'll assist.
If you
That's
so
fine.
advantage.
Yeah.
Yes, I will give you advantage. Because you're on the boat, it sort of represents
Thank God for that advantage.
the whole boat searching together.
26.
Yeah.
Solid.
There are there's evidence of the shipwreck beneath the waves. As you search around the area from a crow's nest on a clear day, you can see 10 miles.
Whoa. I did not know that. That's pretty
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
So you've made it to the shipwreck area. You consult the charts that are around. There are, to the northwest, a series of 4 small islands, and that are about 2 days away. And then much further to the south, about 5 days away, there's another small, it's a larger island, larger than any of the 4, but it is still not big enough or self-sustaining enough to inhabit.
But there may be possibly smugglers' caches there, or there
Right.
might be evidence of a holding place if they had to make repairs or something. Because it's evidence of a shipwreck, not evidence of a ship battle. Is the ship sunk beneath the...
The ship is sunk.
Do they have a diving bell?
They do not.
What is my modifier for swimming?
I think we have someone who doesn't need to breathe.
I am a diving bell.
I suddenly get
That was magnificent.
Yeah.
You can hold your
The
breath.
Twitter right now, so we put that quote up.
Please put that up.
You can hold your breath for a number of minutes up to your
okay.
Constitution modifier.
So I'll do Discord.
that's not
but it
me.
needs to go up in
Warforged, 1 minute plus 1. 1 minute minimum.
Yeah.
Okay. Warforged do not have to breathe.
Yeah.
Do you have to do anything?
Yes, I have to do things.
Yeah, he's got to scrape all the rust off from this salt water.
Yeah, no, this has ramifications for.
Oh no!
They're just a little bit more nuanced and weird.
Yeah, he's just He's got sandpaper every day.
I would like
constantly.
to.
I was gonna say, don't leave without me tying this rope onto your body.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can he swim? He's made of metal.
I would like to.
That is an interesting thing, and we will get there. But
or we can tie a rope to your waist and
Just-
I'm already doing it.
I would prefer that. Yeah.
Well, I have a question because I would like to ask anyone, because you didn't tell anyone you had water breathing posts. So I'm asking the crew if any of them do that I can buy from them with my part of the haul.
Roll a percentile check.
As that's happening, I just say, I kind of approach the side and I go, understandable. Is there anything I should look for?
77.
They do have some.
How much are they for? All I can offer them is my cut of the profit from the last haul.
They've got four people have them.
Anyone willing to sell one for cheap?
No. No, they're charging 250, 300.
Yeah.
they're in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, I mean, you got to understand, for them, that's
a big
survival.
deal. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Well,
if this ship goes down, we get to live for an extra hour.
Is 250 specifically, and then this is very specific, is 250 the minimum price that one of them is willing to sell?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. I'm not good at persuasion because I'm horrifying.
I would like to assist you with that.
Thank you so much. That's very important to me.
Because I'm horrifying.
Well,
Oh, fuck my life.
well, no, I mean, it's
Was it
fun.
better?
Oh no.
I can't decide whether I want to help you or not because it may be needed later.
Can I hear
It's
her asking
up to
people?
you.
Yes.
I know, it's not trying to think.
She's not subtle.
Honestly,
No, she's
go
not.
for it because all I'm going to do is just buy
I'll pull
one
Evon
persuasion.
aside.
That's it.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Little sister, and just hand you one of the potions.
I know how much these mean to you, and it's amazing enough that you are out here at all on the water again.
I have a question for everyone. Great. I'm happy we now have a potion of water breathing, yes. Who's gonna go with him?
I am. I know
Okay.
what to look for.
Okay.
I'd like to be in the water. Obviously, I can't go all the way down, but
How far down is it? Do we say that?
I mean, could be miles.
Far.
Not miles.
I'm exaggerating a little bit.
But
fathoms.
a couple hundred feet. Pressure's.
I believe that is 1 fathom?
I will
2 fathom?
buy you
It's-
one of
I don't
these.
remember.
I mean, you
Deeper than I want to go.
This is your family.
can you get there? Yes. Is it going to be comfortable? Probably not. No.
Is there any way to weigh him down?
I mean,
You
he's
can't-
metal.
Made
You-
of metal.
I think he'll make it there.
I think he'll.
I'm worried about it,
I weigh a lot.
To be clear,
Yes.
he is a living construct. They are not pure metal. They have wood, and they have tubes of variety of fluids and liquids within them. That is their equivalent of blood. So he is not a Terminator.
Yeah.
He is.
The external of a Warforged is composite plating.
Yeah.
So it's got,
But the composite plating is added to protect all of the internal soft squishy bits.
So you shouldn't be going in the water.
I can.
No, I can't.
No one should be going in the water.
I don't have lungs per se. I don't have primary vital organs.
I meant because of the wood.
No, I mean we can fucking rot it. I don't give a shit.
But I can.
I live for one more year, but y'all don't know that. So
What the fuck?
Welcome, internet.
I know that. Hazel doesn't.
I can go alone.
Spoilers.
Well, I'm energetic
You're not
about
going
this.
alone, little one.
I'm terrified of going in the water, but I'm more than willing to hold a rope. So I tie the rope to you.
Please do.
I actually will ask one of the sailors if we can weigh him down a little bit, just to speed the process down. Oh my god, yes! I would like to tie him to a cannon.
Not going to allow.
Wow, what did I hear? We don't know.
Why do you think they're gonna sacrifice one of their cannons?
Tie him to
A cannonball. A cannonball.
I'm not heavy.
You're not wasting ammunition.
I clutch my pearls. How dare you?
You think they're gonna throw one of their perfectly good cannons in the fucking ocean with you?
You think I'm heavier than a cannon? Answer the question.
That's not even a part of the conversation. The conversation is why
Am I heavier than a cannon?
I'd have to look.
Well,
Fun fact,
we'll tie him to
a
something
fathom
useful.
is 6 feet.
Oh shit!
I also fathoms.
Are we ready to tie you
I'm
down?
thinking
I'm gonna hold on to him.
You're gonna hold on to him?
Hold on to him.
This is
So
mysterious
so
fathoms
that if I let go, I can
Sorry.
float.
They hand you the anchor. You guys hold on.
Before
I'm just in the water.
before Evon goes, I would like to go over and hand her one of my potions of healing.
Oh, I have 5, darling.
Oh, you do?
I'm good.
Screw that.
I've been holding
is
them
your
since
sense of
Adventure
time?
1.
How good is your sense of
Screw
time?
that shit.
Yeah.
I don't.
The little one can fit.
I'm aware of it.
Not great.
And it gets to the point where I'm like shoving people into the water at this point. I'm like, let's go! And I like.
Yvonne has an hour. You will bring her back here before her time is up.
I promise you this. I will. Oh, shit. This is gonna be a weird time.
Yeah, it is.
It's gonna be a weird time.
It's gonna be a lot of
Yvonne,
fun.
before we go down, and for the reference of everyone here, what are we looking for? I cannot afford to not know. You people have limited capabilities underneath the seas.
It's valid. I would like to explain in great detail everything I remembered about Rowan. Knowing how long it would have taken for skin to decay under the water, like if he's only been gone for a while, I mean, it takes a long time for things to get eaten away, so he should still be semi-recognizable if he's a body down there.
He should have his holy symbol.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I would remember kind of the sort of stuff he wore. I would know the weapons that he carried. So I'm searching for the captain's quarters in the ship, hopefully, and searching there. So I'm explaining to him he was the captain. If we can't find his body, I'd like to search the quarters. But here's what he looked like.
May I also make a suggestion? The Sahuagin might have left something down there as well. We might want to look for anything that could be theirs as well.
Absolutely.
Map.
You type it.
Underwater people map. I don't know how that works.
This is the water temple. We're just gonna clear it
sorry.
out.
I understand what you mean.
Thank you.
Have it, Coy.
All right.
And what are you doing?
She's in the water.
I'm in the
waiting.
water. I'm not going down because I can't breathe. So
Well,
But she's here to catch my body when it floats back up to the surface.
Well,
in an hour.
Well, no,
well
he's
when I jump
calling
in
you
with this
up
fucking thing, it's not gonna
4
happen.
hours to
But
time, no matter how much you fight.
I look at you, and in the best way that I can try to, speak to a single person, although we're about to jump in and you're already in, I should look at you and I go, I sense the spark of the divine upon you. Should we not return, the charge lies with you.
Got it.
Oh, very important question.
Get it? Got
Sure.
it.
Shit got deep.
What time of day is it right now?
Daytime.
Yeah, we're on the ocean.
Specifically,
We're on the ocean. It's
I have a
hard
very
to tell.
specific thing.
Afternoon.
Good. I ask us to wait for a moment. I ask us to wait for Willow's next call. Because she calls 3 times a day. Did she already call once today?
She calls 3 times a day?
Yeah, we discussed that. Yeah.
I forgot that
Yeah,
part.
she has a lot of spell slots.
On it.
man,
Let's be honest with each other right now. That makes fucking sense.
I'm not arguing.
You all met Willow.
Yes.
Are you?
Has she called yet today?
Sure. She's called at least once.
Okay,
what is this called?
I just want to wait. I want to wait and see if she calls. I want to just wait for a minute just in case. I want to hold for just like literally 60 seconds and see if she happens to call.
No.
Then I'm ready. Let's
Okay.
go.
It's gonna happen when you're underwater. You can't reply to her.
I can reply.
I
It's
have
mental.
so I'm holding on to an anchor.
I'm holding on
and
to
you're
you.
holding on to me.
Yeah.
Can I kind of I want to
don't
like
hold on to
position
the
myself
margaritas.
hanging on, but on the outside of the railing, so I
tie
can
that
jump in if
anchor
I need to.
around
This is a good visual, guys. I love it.
It's around
my waist.
you.
Yeah,
I
it's
ti- I was-
tied around my waist, but not.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta get in the water to grab the anchor.
Make sure
Let's-
it's a knot that I can undo, though. Oh, I have a knife. Never mind. I'm fine.
Don't cut the rope to the anchor.
No, if he needs to get back up again.
Oh,
I don't want to
okay.
sound like a monster. Get in the water.
Yeah, I
Let's
just-
get in the water. Let's
do
go.
it. Let's
get in
do
the
it.
water.
Yeah. So
I'm
You're
ready.
good.
Like,
Water.
we
Descend in the water.
we do descend.
I'm saying
the
this
water,
to
you
you,
guys.
by the way, so that when you get jerked partially overboard because you're 4 feet tall, I can grab you.
Thank you for saving
he's
me.
fucking fly fishing at this point.
You guys have a very long stretch of rope. You have a very long bit of anchor. You go descending into the fathoms below.
The crew is judging
That's
us.
a bad idea. Bad idea.
Crew's taking bets.
Yeah, of course they are.
Can I get
Who
in
will
on that?
come up?
crew likes
How
me.
many people will come up?
Hazel's shooting them death glares, and they've seen her go werewolf.
Yeah. So they.
Yeah.
Can I get in on that bet though?
If no.
No.
Save us
Because
some
I'm not
time.
making odds right now. So
Damn.
as you guys get down to the shipwreck, it is deeper than the anchor weighs. So you must release and you swim the rest of the way down. It is.
Oof.
I'll say you have enough rope that they continue to tie and feed ropes onto it. Yeah, it's really deep.
He's measuring as he throws rope out. Like,
I'm looking for more rope.
Yes. You guys get down to the Morsa.
Morsa.
It is Portuguese. If that helps.
You guys,
Walrus.
He is Captain Flint.
you guys can see the hull of the ship has been broken up along the sides. You can see massive shark bites from the megalodon-sized shark that has taken just on one side a good quarter of the hull, just gone. You guys down here. Do either of you have dark vision?
I do.
I do not.
Wait. I do. Yes. I do.
You are long past the depth which light reaches. What would you like? Would you like to cast light? Because otherwise, you are effectively blind.
Yes.
Okay. What do you cast light on?
I cast light on myself.
Okay.
Yeah. On the chest.
Okay.
You just become Iron Man.
Yes.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm
You
here
did.
for this.
I'm Iron Man in the aqua armor.
Yep.
Oh god.
DC.
As you guys are searching around, you when you cast light, you see a number of schools of small fish. Suddenly startled by the bright light that they may have never seen go scurrying away. You are down here and approaching the boat. What would you like to do?
Investigation, all the things.
Okay.
Can I check for traps if the sea things left a magical trigger of some kind?
Make a perception check. Let's
Okay,
start.
good.
I'd
That's
like
great.
to- As this is occurring, I'd like to take a look at the shark bite and just sort of feel it as an investigation. Just kind of look at it, see if I can't discern what sort of monstrosity.
Make
Did
a
this.
nature check.
Her perception check is separate from her investigating the ship.
Right.
Yes,
Okay,
percepting is 15.
Okay. You see the fish around. You don't seem to find anything left.
No, they had magical globes last time. I'm like very concerned.
Doesn't seem like they've left any of that.
Good.
21.
Nice.
A very large shark. Very large. Prehistoric, perhaps, something. Or mutated. Another possibility. The Sahuagin are themselves shark people and do have a bond with those animals. So that is another potential. Okay. Make your investigation checks.
Or I mean, you can roll if you like.
I
roll
would like
first.
to roll just in
Can you do
case.
that if you can't see her?
Yeah, that's cocked.
I don't think you can.
I think you have to be able to
Sorry.
see that.
You have
Yeah.
to be able to see.
You have
Do
to.
I?
Yeah, give
Double
him
check.
You at the very least have
19.
to know what they're doing,
Yeah, I
19.
think that's fair.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Regardless
Let
of
me
what it
double check.
says, I think that's
Let
fair.
me double check.
I don't think you're and this is, if I'm wrong, I will gladly be wrong,
Yeah.
but I don't think you count as like a minority report
Yeah.
thing. I think
It tells me, like, when I read it, it was that I merely saw into the future.
So
So I could see any moment not being there. Hold, please, have to get to my school.
Well, I mean, we'll keep going, but like,
what did you?
11.
Starting 11-2,
11,
to the future.
19.
Made by you or a creature that you can see.
there you go.
Oh, okay, there we
Saved.
go.
Yep.
Thank you for your stand up.
Thank you.
It's for sale down below.
You guys, you search through the quarters. You get into the captain's quarters. As you search the boat, you do find a number of dead bodies. I'll take a nature check to see if you can figure out how long they've been here.
No.
15.
Month, maybe more. It's been a while, which matches up with the timeline
Yeah.
that you had received from the thing. So, as you guys search through, you do not find any evidence of Rowan Shaw. You search his quarters. You said you had a 19.
19.
Okay. You do find a pistol that you recognize of his.
Which I pocket.
You also find a number of ledgers and captain's logs, but they have mostly been damaged by the sea. You can try to bring them up and salvage them to see if you can piece together any further information. But that is going to be what you guys come up with. Okay?
Yeah, that's, yeah. Great.
Okay. So it takes you guys, I'll say about 45 minutes total. Getting down, getting up, searching around. You guys do eventually get the call, and you are hauled back to the surface, bringing with you as much as you can.
My tiny.
You are not doing anything. I'm doing it.
You're just holding the rope and just getting moved.
I was gonna ask something.
Muppet Treasure
Literally the two of us. And
I was
you
gonna
have
ask
the rope
something, but then I
between
realized
us.
not Catalyst, so never mind.
Oh
Okay.
Yes, is that cute?
Wasn't Rowan related. It was gonna be what? Yo, is there any loot on this shit? Like,
no. I assume no.
doesn't care.
Because
Most of the valuables have been
Yeah.
taken.
That's-
You notice that there is very little that would be of value that has not been
that is
taken.
still useful though.
So
okay.
I have a question
Yeah.
regarding lay pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Don't.
Would I have? Is there a potential if I saw him use this ever that I could learn how to use it, be proficient in it, be whatever?
A con could teach you.
Khan can teach me. Good.
Yeah.
Just make sure I could learn how to become pistol proficient.
It's going to take a while, though.
I'm aware.
So that took
that's
about
good.
45 minutes.
Yep.
They're back on the ship now.
Yes.
What did you find?
He's not there, but
Okay.
he
Wasn't
doesn't
that
go anywhere without this.
Thing?
It is, but he also doesn't go anywhere without this. And
Was there any other signs on the boat of maybe who did it? Do we
that
know for
giant
sure?
fucking shark. There was a piece missing right in the middle of it.
And I kind of like,
Just so you know.
I wish I could put a
Yeah.
hand on that.
You must.
Just so you know.
Yes.
Engraved into
Oh no! Oh no!
I know
Oh no!
what it is.
Oh no! What's coming?
Relax, everyone. Engraved into the side of the barrels, it says Weeping Willow in sort of a.
That's what I knew was coming.
I forgot about that. I knew that too. Good.
I don't know what that means.
If it's his pistol, it's what it is.
I don't know
Yes.
what that means.
Is all you found was a pistol. That was all.
You
And-
found a gun and some.
And I found the
books.
books. Yes, I was distracted by the
The
gun.
books do have charts in them.
Books I could see.
They are very waterlogged. They're very damaged.
Can we lay them out in the
But
sun?
we
Sure.
can try.
Can I look
Yes,
at them?
of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Would the pirates know any ways to
lingo or
dry
anything?
out. No, I meant to
These
dry
types
out.
of things are very important to them.
As someone who
Yeah,
is,
that's what I'm saying.
as someone who is
Would
a
they
stage
have
background
ways
and
to-
very into books, I might know the way of caring for them.
Sure.
Can I begin
Curator.
that?
Sure.
Yeah. Cool.
I was wondering if the pirates could like assist, like if that's something they would know.
I will. Let's find out.
Because they probably drop maps in the water.
Yeah,
They're
but
usually made of oil, like
Yeah, but I mean,
yeah.
his would be if he's a captain.
yeah, they are
But it's been in there for a long time.
So we all have a lot of good ideas.
waxed.
Let's
So yeah, so they do get waxed. What do you have?
I just wanted to know really quick, have we told these pirates who it is we're looking for?
Oh, we
At
haven't.
all.
We haven't actually. They never asked.
Okay.
I would actually like
kind of
to.
pirates?
That's a really good idea.
Yeah, can I please approach, presumably Risen, with
Yeah.
Evon after we come up?
Sure.
And I would like to say to Risen, I apologize. We have found a vessel. The vessel we were presumably searching for, but we have found no sign of Rowan Shaw, the individual with whom we
Make a
wanted to make-
percentile check for me.
Okay. Contact with.
So I asked some of the people back in town, and no one had heard of him. So I was like,
Yeah, I mean,
forgot to check if she
right.
had.
Jesus Christ.
Do you need a...
No, I got it. It just took some doing. 11? Weird ass
She
percentile.
She hasn't heard of him.
Perfect. All right. Then there we go. I got it.
Roll. Do you have mending?
I do not.
Okay. You do.
I do.
Would you like to?
Are they broken and?
They are. I will say mending may be helpful. They will not completely repair them, but as far as the ones that have taken enough water damage to start to break apart, you can begin to reassemble them.
I would love to start doing that.
What if it was a natural 20? How much will that do him?
Are you out of the water?
It is.
I feel like I tried to help you.
Nice.
Use it.
I'm here. You're here now. I can physically see you.
I will give me another investigation check, and now that you are seeing them, you can adjust that if you choose.
25 on investigation.
Would it...
Barely help.
Just confirming, still rather new. Would a natural 20 improve that upon because it is a natural 20?
You don't know. What'd you roll?
She rolled
25.
Oh no.
What is
That's
your?
17 plus, yeah.
It's up to you. It's 3 better.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of...
But doesn't he need it for his? Does he have to cast it for mending, or is it just a straight?
No.
Okay.
No.
He doesn't
There's
have to
No,
make a
mending
check.
is a cantrip.
mending's a cantrip. He's just
Alright.
starting to piece things back together.
Good.
I'll hold it.
Okay. With the 25, you are able to piece together that one of the islands to that northeast served as a smuggling stash for Rowan. That is what he was doing in the region.
Yep.
That is why he is here.
Well, I'd be remiss if I didn't go and try to steal my own uncle's smuggling cash. So, I feel like he'd be very disappointed in me if I didn't.
You're goddamn right.
I'm right. I would like to point that out to. I want to take that information to Risen and say, "Have you ever been to these islands here?" I point out where they are.
She hasn't. She is willing to go. But if there is something there, she's going to want a cut of it.
Of course.
Right.
I'm not
Also-
asking you to drive us for free.
Also among there,
Giant shark.
you, with a 25, I will say that you find a personal log. And most of it's boring. Most of it's not.
I'm gonna kill this crew member later.
Most of it's boring, not terribly important. You do, towards the end, about 2 months before, you guys can turn that up a little bit too.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm like melting.
It's very warm over here. I'm not.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now do it. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, way too loud.
A bit too much. I'm
That's
sorry.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That movie
better.
was actually on.
It starts at the highest and comes down. Among the notes, you do see Rowan make mention of Willow being forgetful.
Did she miss his birthday?
No.
She would not. Sorry.
No.
Now I'm worried.
No, she doesn't forget his birthday, but he feels like he's repeating conversations with her. And then you just see one page with very large written letters, can't talk to Willow. And he just starts scratching through.
Bum, bum, bum.
And that was 2 months before.
Yeah.
So 3 months before now.
As Willow called
No, that was like the beginning of the year.
The beginning of the year. Oh,
That was like the beginning of the year.
Shit. So he's been out of contact with her for a while.
Yeah, he hasn't. Well, he still talks. He still responds to her, but you get the feeling he's having issues. They seem to be not good.
Okay. I'm gonna I tear that page out and tuck it. The last couple of those personal pages, I tear out and I tuck into. I keep them for myself to reread over and over later.
Okay.
Sorry.
And the rest of the book, it's just boring. Are there any coordinates? Are there any we hit this place here?
There are pages ripped out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There are large numbers of pages ripped out. The most that's left is pretty boring. To and fro.
So, Risen, I would go up to her and I would ask her. Earlier, I heard that she had been willing to do that.
Yeah.
I would ask her how long does she think it would be to get to these islands or these islands.
It's 5 days to the large island to the south.
Okay.
It is what I say 2 or 3 days.
Yes.
2 days to the one that Rowan is using as a cache.
With that information, I would look at my friends who are drying books, and, and I would relay that same information.
Later in the evening, you guys have dried the books. You've got whatever you could recover. You've recovered. You've searched through it. So this is over that night.
Perfect. So I would ask my friends how we feel about the time going from one place to the other, and I would obviously
I'd like to go where this smugglers, where he mocked the smugglers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So do we know which
It's
side
the north
that is?
one.
The
It was
north
the
one.
north
Yeah.
So 5 days.
No, 2 days.
2 days.
2 days.
South is- yeah.
If nothing else, we waste
How does
2 more
everybody
days
feel?
and we get some more
Information, possibly.
information and loot.
I think it'd be counterproductive to leave now and
It
come
would
back
be.
later.
Oh no. I was just saying which way are we going?
Yeah.
That's all I was curious.
Also, this is important.
So the
Yeah.
smaller
We're on the boat.
The
in
next
a way.
time,
fucking stuff.
By the way, we are on the boat.
let me know the next couple of times Willow calls.
Sure, she'll call once more at night because she sends it 3 times a
Yeah,
day.
what is
Shady ass bitch.
As we all just go, right?
Sure.
if just because Evon has some thoughts now, and so specifically I want to be.
What are you trying to?
I
piece
want
out from
to
her?
casually ask her the same question when I respond back.
Which question?
It doesn't matter. Something mundane. Something like I'm trying to test the forgetfulness thing. I'm trying to find out if she remembers having the same conversations, or I want to start paying attention and see if she's asking me the same thing over and over. If once I start answering her, if she is locked on something.
Make an investigation check.
How much?
Hold on.
Good.
Not bad.
I mean, we're about to go into another day, so I'm just going to waste
21.
How about 20?
Okay.
Natural 20 and then...
Correct.
Yeah, that's
So-
right. Forgetting it's every day.
Yeah, it's every day, so he might as well.
That's what I said. Otherwise,
there's
I'm
no
going to
harm
waste
in
the
it.
natural
Yeah.
20.
She doesn't seem different or forgetful to you.
Okay.
Nothing seems out of the ordinary. We'll say you guys have a longer conversation since she has the spell slots to spare. The last time she spoke to Rowan lines up with when he disappeared.
I do not tell her that I'm looking for him though.
Okay. She's worried about him. She hasn't talked to him in a while, as is her nature. But that's about it.
All right.
Okay. Is there anything else specific with natural 20 you want to try to get out?
Honestly, no,
Okay,
I don't
great.
think so. No.
You guys take 2 more days. What day are we up to? You left on the 2nd. You took 2 extra days and 2 dead days. 20 days. 22. You arrived at the cache. 24.
It's 24
because you left on the
2 days for the
2nd.
ship.
Thank you.
Do we have to worry about the weather? Just being honest.
No. On those 2 days, the weather's fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
If at all possible, I would like to approach Risen, perhaps on the morning of that 24th day, and just let me make sure I can do this.
22 days.
Yeah, that's about the. Yep. Okay.
24.
I'd like to approach her and simply state, thank you for burying my compatriots. We have enjoyed your... Well, no, we have enjoyed your passage and hospitality, and I hope that in some capacity we have repaid some of that bargain, but if you would allow me, I would like to present you with a small gift from myself, and I would like to give her...
I always love gifts from strange men.
Yes.
Is she Scarlet?
And he is the strangest.
251 gold pieces.
Whoa.
Fuck yeah!
What's with you and giving away your money?
He doesn't.
I don't care about it.
Like,
Give it to me!
If you'd asked, he would have.
Now, you see this transaction. How do you feel?
I know how
Betrayed.
She's like, you start counting it out.
Yeah.
And she's like, what, this is... Never mind.
Does her crew also
it-
see this?
No.
I
When you start to, she's like, hold on. Come here.
Yeah.
She's like, no.
into my private quarters.
I know how this works.
Oh.
No.
All right.
I give it to her, and I just say,
You give the money to her.
yes. I give the money to her, and I say, thank you very much. I know my compatriot Evon appreciates the service you have done for us.
I like her. She's weird.
She has no idea.
I cannot state that I understand that, but yes, you have done us a great service, and should this not come to the result that she expects, I still would like you to have some comeuppance for it.
Yes, comeuppance.
Thank you.
Learning words, yeah.
As you guys pull up to the island, it is perhaps the most Rowan island you can imagine.
All alcohol, actually.
Fuck, everyone's
Is it
naked.
the island from Pirates 1?
It is small with long beaches and a squat volcano, lava dripping down the backside.
I am checking for traps literally every step I make because I know him. Like,
The most dangerous thing.
He's a ranger.
The most dangerous thing you find as you guys row your dinghy up to the shore, you see flying overhead four great lizards.
oh, great. Do they see us? Is the more important question.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Coming out across the open water, they absolutely do see you. They absolutely do.
Okay.
Hey.
I would like all of you to roll initiative.
Yeah.
That's a thing that's going to happen.
Okay, I'll take that.
Me too.
Do I add something to initiative?
Dexterity.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's gonna
I
be-
forgot this last time, and it was not pleasant. I should have drank that potion to pass without a trace.
I don't think it would have helped us on the open water, though.
I could have tried to stealth. But we could have tried.
Would've
Pass
just not
without a
seen
trace
you.
is like tracks.
Yeah.
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 It's not invisible.
It doesn't work. It does not work if you're in a dinghy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
There would be a ripple.
They might not target. They might not target you
just
specifically, but if they're targeting the dinghy,
and
you're
he's
in
just
it.
rowing
so.
by itself. They're like, huh?
That's odd.
That's an interesting
Fucking
boat.
lizards, man.
Intelligence check.
I have a 17.
No, he's gonna. He's,
Oh, okay.
yeah, he's doing
Yeah.
stuff. No, you're fine.
You're good.
over 20 is
Can
usually.
I have one of those pens, please?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Oh, both. Just take them out.
Real life version of Evon.
Wonderful. So, starting at the top. Anybody with 20 or over? 19, 18.
18.
Hey!
What's your dex, baby?
Willing babies. Nice. Go.
I would like to fly.
Okay.
Got it. Thank you.
Abed. Evon. 17.
Yo.
Zen. 16.
16.
Hazel.
Even.
Haven. Sorry. That's not
Why
Average
did I not
X.
cast Mage Armor before we
16. 15.
15.
15. Right next to Haven. Good.
That'll be fun.
Swell. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11,
12.
10, 12, 10. You, Cat.
Can I reactionarily
Wait,
upon
can
seeing them cast
Nope.
Mage Armor?
No.
On your turn, you can.
Yes.
Sounds great.
Abigoi.
Enhance ability.
Yeah, they're about 120 feet away. You can
Yeah.
see them. You guys have just hit the beach. You're stomping through the low tide, bringing the boat on, and you hear.
You said
There's a little one and then
got
a big one.
Yeah. The tiny one.
You think there's a little one?
I did, and it stopped. My throat went, no.
It's like when baby lions try to roar for the first time.
It was like, that is not a sound.
Yeah. And then you see as they begin to yell, of those four more raise up from the tree line. Abigoi, what would you like to do?
Enhance ability. I'm going to touch myself. Bear's endurance. I have advantage on Constitution checks, and I get 2d6 of temporary hit points.
There you go.
hey, that's nice.
So 6.
6 temp points.
Thank
Nice.
God.
Yvonne.
Tree line. Yes, is there a tree line?
Yeah, about 60 feet away.
Yeah.
Great. I want to try to make it to the tree line to get partial cover at least.
Okay.
Am I gonna have to run past? You said 4 more raised up. Are they like in?
No, they're in the sky.
as well.
They're in the sky.
Great. I would like to try to go for cover.
Tree line's pretty loose. It's loose like.
But even if it's 3/4 or half or a quarter cover, like anything,
All right, I got you.
because they can't just dive right through to me.
They are palm trees. They probably could.
We're on the
That's
beach.
fine.
You're on the beach.
I've already said it.
I didn't do any movement. That's why I was.
Yeah.
I'm
Where would
just-
you like to go?
No.
You
I
want to
see it. I'm like, ooh. Okay. I just
I'm
wanted
just
to make
gonna
sure.
move it
Glad it's not a
Move and
shark.
dash. Move and dash.
move and dash.
Yeah.
Got it. Zen.
I will take this moment to cast Mage Armor on myself, please.
Bonus action?
Do you have those?
Nope.
Nope. Do you have your portents for? Do you have your 2 dice for today?
I did. I rolled
Great.
1 and
That's fine. I just
17.
want to know that you have it.
Thank you.
Haven.
I'm going to take my action to cast not cast Radiant Soul, but start Radiant Soul on myself.
Yes.
Start-
Your soul radiance and wings come out.
Wings.
Yes.
And then I'm going to start running that way.
Start
with my
running
movement.
30 feet up the beach. Got it. Hazel.
How far away are the lizards from where I am?
They are up in the sky. I'll say about 60 to 100 feet from you.
10, 4. Sorry.
Just so I know, if I'm not proficient in it, will I roll at disadvantage if I try to use the gun? It'll just be a
No.
straight.
You just won't have your proficiency roll.
I won't have proficiency.
Right.
But I will try. I should try and shoot with Dex as an attack roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Do I have to remember what that shit does?
Yeah. What
Yeah.
is the damage?
Now you got to.
What is the damage on that thing?
Incredible.
It's a ridiculous gun.
It's a D12.
It's 1d12,
And you can fan the hammer.
and you can.
She can't.
I
She's
can't.
not proficient.
I won't
She
know
can,
how.
so she can't. You can't fan the hammer, which is the ball.
best
Coolest
part.
thing I remember.
It's a d12. For you, it would just be a d12 then.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
still better than my bow.
Yeah.
And also, as I
next
run
to
dash,
you, name
I'm
it.
seeing if there's bullets in it.
Yeah, I was
I'm
just
seeing
gonna
if there
say
were
that.
still any shots left in it.
I'll say there's 2.
Okay.
I'm just gonna shift. I'm just gonna go werewolf.
Shift and werewolf.
Yep.
Q. Quill.
And I'm gonna.
Claw. Got it.
So are they definitely attacking us?
They are circling as birds of prey predators.
You would know that.
I say yes.
Yes,
Did
you-
you move, or are you still
I
standing on the
stayed
beach?
there. Yeah, on the beach. I stayed
Cool.
there.
Will it offend you if I pick you up and run?
Absolutely not.
I'm gonna pick up the small bird and dash. So that's
You get 30 feet up the beach.
my dash. Well, my speed is 45.
Okay, so you get 45 feet up the beach.
Okay.
Because when you are, it's a willing
Okay.
grapple. When you're dragging somebody, your speed is half.
All right,
Dash,
cool.
you double it. So
I'm taking you with me.
you get 45 feet. Yep, you get 3/4 up the
And
beach.
I will say to the others, run, you idiots.
Perfect. Catalyst.
I would like to jump out of the boat and, of course, onto the beach.
Yep.
Run up about 30 feet.
So what I had, you guys were dragging the boat up onto the beach. You see the lizards come out.
Gotcha.
Everybody else up until this point has, except you've moved.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it, but I am hauling ass as well.
Everybody else has started hauling ass.
Wait.
Catalyst has he's the last
am the
dude
last guy.
holding the boat.
I fucking guess.
And he's like, giving up that.
I'm gonna move about 30 feet. I'm gonna move my movement. I'm gonna.
Did we take any of the pirates?
No, we wouldn't.
I will say there is a second dinghy of pirates that have perhaps come to make sure you don't rob them.
Yeah.
Have come to loot.
That's my brain, that we
That's
didn't
fair.
loot the looters.
How far away are
Pirates,
the
they're not trustworthy.
are the lizards?
About 100 feet.
Damn. Let's save that.
Yeah, what's the range?
I know. Well, I can hit him, but I don't want to. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at Evon, and I'm going to hold my hand out, and I'm going to say, "Find your friend. It's why we're here." And I cast Shield of Faith. So you currently now have +2 AC.
Thank you.
And that's where we're gonna sit. I'm gonna hold my action.
Great.
As a bonus action, so.
Great. Holding your action. The pteranodons.
Of course, Roland moved to a place with a volcano and pteranodons.
He moved to Jurassic World.
Yes, and he loves it there.
You're too tall to ride the attraction. I'm sorry.
If he had a choice between an island without a volcano and
Oh, yes.
yeah,
Yes.
okay, so there you go.
He's a dramatic bitch.
Yeah,
Yes, he
yeah.
is.
That's
Don't talk
and
about yourself
Evon
like
loves
that.
it.
Each of you get a dive by attack from a pteranodon that comes running and swinging, flying down at you as the other two begin to chase the other pirates. So starting with Evon, that is a miss. 11 misses. Hazel, 10 misses. Quill, 22 hits. Haven. 12?
No,
Zenyatta?
misses.
Alright.
Thank you, man.
I'm in her arms.
Yeah, you're
Say,
good.
would he have my AC or his? If I'm holding
Partial
his.
It's
cover?
the same.
They're coming from. Okay.
It's the same. Although it's his. It's his. I'm not gonna give them advantage because you are grappling him. You're not actively trying to hold him
Okay.
from getting hit.
We got it.
Assuming
12, 17.
17. Yeah.
Okay, so that is going to be, I'll just do the averages here, 6 points and 6 points for you. Piercing damage as these pteranodons come swooping down and go to try to stab and bite you with that ugly pointed nose beak thing.
They don't have any like magic nonsense. I took heavy armor master.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
So it's -3.
Minus 3. Well done.
Good to know.
And they fly by, so they do not stop. There are no attacks of opportunity as they go flying by, but they only get about 10 feet from each of you as they spend
good to
most of their
Thank
movement.
you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes,
So they get down and they get about 10 feet up.
Good.
Okay. Abed, you're up.
So they get 10 feet. They attack me, and I'm like, I just got them damn temporary. And I jet descend myself.
Yeah.
And I go and I try to get on top of it.
Okay.
Can I throw him? Can I?
He can fly. So
Yeah, I know, but can I give
sure,
him
give him a little
Give me a
shove.
little push.
Like when your bird takes off.
So when I don't want to like, I'm not surfing a
figured.
fucking pteranodon, but I'm above them. Can I take my sword and just
Yeah, make your attack roll.
Yes.
Yes.
+6 on unnatural 20.
Hits.
Nice.
13 is their armor class.
Perfect. Ooh, good to know. And I'm gonna do defensive flourish.
Okay.
I'm gonna add a d6. And it's +6 to damage. Jesus Christ. So 3 plus 6 is 9, plus 2 is 11.
11.
Yes.
Nice. That hurts.
Good.
Fuck that guy.
And movement-wise, I'm just staying above.
You're just staying above him.
Yeah.
I
Great.
thought you were riding him, and that was a great visual.
I thought about it, but I don't want to die.
Yeah.
Not like that.
Are 2 of them within 5 feet of each other, by chance? If they were dive bombing all of us and we're all kind of running for the tree line together?
I will say that the 2 that would be closest together would be the ones that attack Quill and Avet Goy.
Right,
Because they were the closest together, but Avet Goy is right next to one of those.
I'm pretty much on top of them.
You're right. Okay. Then I am going to just...
Forgot to subtract this.
I'm just going to level a shot at one of them, and I'm going to try really hard.
Okay.
I'm just going to...
It's a dex save.
Roll a d20.
Sorry, Rowan. No dex, nothing. Oh, plus dex or
Plus
no?
dex.
So that's gonna be 10 plus stone of luck, so 11.
The stone of luck
It's
doesn't affect
saving.
your attack rolls.
It's ability checks. Then
Yeah,
sorry.
not an attack roll.
What was the
I
dice
rolled
roll?
a 7.
Okay, you're fine.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh.
It doesn't misfire. Yeah, it misfires on a 4.
4 or less.
Yep. But it is a +1 weapon. It is
Oh,
magical.
so then 8,
11.
9, 10, 11 then.
But still
yes.
an 11.
Okay, got it.
But yeah.
But that
so
misses.
yeah, you level a shot and you pull the trigger. An eruption spits fire out the barrel after it's had time to dry out, and you've replaced it, and shot goes wide.
Great. And then she's going to pissed that didn't work. Fuck. I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm just gonna hold.
Great. Zenyatta.
If I cast something that had a 5-foot diameter, would he be in it? Diameter, not radius.
I'll say you can miss him.
Oh, but still get both of the other ones?
Sure.
Fantastic. I'm casting Flaming Spirit second.
Okay.
A level there.
Great. Dex save.
Yes, it is a dex save of 14 or more.
One of them saves, one of them fails.
Bastard.
One of them takes half damage. Go ahead and... the one that failed was the one that Avigoy had already hit. That one's dead no matter what you roll. Go ahead and roll.
Fantastic. 2d6. 4, because that wasn't great.
So he takes half of that. The other one pteranodon goes screaming down and falls to the beach. The other one gets bursted with the flame and is pissed off and angry. Haven.
Gonna fly up and I'm just gonna take a swing at the one that tried to snip me.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh yeah, she got wings.
She does. They're not real hard, but nothing. 13?
Oh no.
Okay. Any other actions?
No.
Great. Hazel.
Can I hit the one that hit me, or is he too high up?
He's 10 feet up, but there are some trees around. I'll say you can...
Can I parkour?
You can try some parkour.
Yeah.
Sure.
I really want to try to parkour.
All right. That's an acrobatics check.
You got this.
You want to try to just jump athletically.
I believe in you.
I would like to try to just jump.
Okay. It will not be fancy, but it may be
That's
effective.
fine.
Give me 1 second.
If somebody has a shield and wants to Diana her, but you're flying already, so...
I'm making sure I don't have something extra. Give me 1 second.
I can't cast shield in midair. And just have
Yeah, I literally, I
I have
do
advantage on strength checks.
technically have a shield.
yeah.
But I'm
That's what I
not
thought,
using
and
it.
I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
So that is a 22
Right?
Get
to
up there.
parkour.
Yeah.
To jump. Cool, and I will try to hit him.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it's a natural 15.
Hits.
Cool. Oh god. 7 points of damage.
Hurts. Yeah, you gonna make your other claw attack?
I would love to.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Ooh, that's a 10.
Miss. And
That's
it's
fine.
going to try to stab you as you fall away.
That's
With
fine.
an attack of opportunity that
fine.
is
I should-
14.
No.
Okay. Hazel, Quill.
So question, because for Water Whip,
Yeah.
it was originally a dex save on their
Right.
part. You didn't. I don't have what it is now. I have all the other information, but
Right.
I don't have what I'm rolling.
It's your unarmed strike.
My unarmed strike. Okay.
So
cool.
Dex plus. So
Yeah, I put
6
unarmed
plus 6.
damage, but I didn't put that. Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna, because it's got a range of 20 feet, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to. Hit
How
one
many
of
key
them.
points are you spending on Water Whip?
Just one, because I don't care how much I hit them for. I want to pull them to the ground.
Yeah, absolutely.
For anyone confused, Cody is making the 4 Elements monk less awkward
yes.
and weird.
So
It's better
I
now.
have water right now.
And I will be. We'll go over that. Maybe
Okay, cool.
if you want to come in tomorrow night, we can make that part of our talk back. If you're available.
Rehearsal tomorrow. Tomorrow's
Nice.
Tuesday, right?
Yeah, we can make it part of our talk
You can
back.
show off your art.
And
I think I'm
yeah,
good.
and maybe
Yeah,
publish that.
I don't know that I'll have the.
No, you
Actually,
show off what
I'll
you've
bring
done.
the watercolors with me if we have room, and I'll.
Yeah, we got plenty of room.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Because I'll have the inks done.
Yes,
That'd be beautiful.
Let's do that.
An artful break in the action.
Yeah.
Bigger attack.
All right.
The bard is here.
That's not
Bard, everybody.
oh wait, no, 13, right?
13.
Yeah, so 13.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, depending on the number of, well, we'll see. We'll talk about that
I said
tomorrow. 13
21.
still hits.
So it's gonna be. I wrote this down. 1d4.
Thank you.
Okay, so since I spent 1 key point, I do get the 1d6 on it.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, so that is gonna be 5. So it's 9 points of damage, and I believe. Yeah, I want to drag it down to the ground.
Yeah. You drag him.
I want to
You can pull him
down to the ground, and I'm gonna keep the water. I'm gonna keep the concentration
Yeah.
on it, so I can grab another one. But
Absolutely.
I want to pull one down to the ground for my friends who cannot fly.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, that one hurts.
Yeah.
Quill. Where do you draw the water from? Do you have it on you? You want to pull it from the ocean?
Ooh. We're pretty far away from the ocean, right?
Yeah, I mean you're 45 feet.
I mean that it's going to be the right hand, and it's going to come out of the dragon's
Sure.
mouth.
So out of the dragon's
So-
mouth comes this well of water
What?
that you
Never looked at
fling
the
out.
tattoo on his right arm.
Yeah, that you fling out,
Yes.
wrapping around the
Yeah,
Trinodon.
so it's gonna-
and then this
it's gonna-
splash, it
Okay,
comes
Mama.
crashing
It's
Gonna come out
down,
and just grab and yank.
down to the floor.
I'm on board.
Okay.
Fuck, are you Liu Kang?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I thought about that after I
Daddy.
figured out. I was like, God damn it.
Catalyst.
All right. All right.
Sorry, I can't one of you this attack.
like a scorpion.
Is that what's gonna happen?
I wish I can't.
Oh,
I
I'm
want to though. I
sorry.
love nat 20.
I was about to say
attacks.
like, okay, yeah, I'll
Those
do
guiding
the-
bolt attacks are fantastic.
That's what I'm gonna do. I would
do
like
it.
to. I would love to guiding bolt one of the ones in the air right now.
Yeah.
With your eye twitching.
We won't see that.
No, his knowledge.
Oh, his personal eyes.
actual eye.
I love death.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
Such a weird cleric.
I love it.
Yeah, no, I would like to. Come on. Yeah, well,
yeah.
I mean,
That works.
yeah, I hit it.
Add it
So, 21?
Yeah, dude.
Hits.
Yes!
Nasty.
God, I love guiding bolt. Oh, it just makes me happy. I mean, that'll be fine. A grand total of 10 points of radiant damage.
10 points radiant damage.
Yeah.
You go, you send out a burst, and the pterodon lights up. It's going to circle back around, try to attack you, Catalyst. It's
at
going
me.
to miss
Yeah.
10 foot, but it does end up flying back up about 50 feet. So it gets kind of further away
Got some
from
movement
you.
with these things.
Yeah, they can
wings.
they can fly. They can fly far. They don't attack very well, but they can fly. The one that Quill dragged to the floor is going to try to fly away. Quill, you can make an attack of opportunity.
Okay, just unarmed strike or would it be
Unarmed
with
strike. You can. I'll let you do it with the water whip.
Okay, because I feel like it's still.
Yeah,
there,
it's still
so-
active. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, that was a natural 19.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do I? I don't have to spend another key point.
No.
As long as I'm still concentrating.
Once you manifest the whip, it's at that level. So you get that bonus damage
So this will be another 8 points of damage.
That kills it.
Yes.
Yeah. As it goes to jump up, you just crush it back down into the sand.
The ground.
I look at you and I'm like,
the one that was fighting Hazel flies up, comes back with a nothing. 8
With a
misses
nothing.
her, and gets about 20 feet away. No attacks of opportunity for you guys because flyby attack. Avik, one of them is going to engage you in the air. It's going to miss.
yeah.
And
Lord, I missed.
not you. The last one is for.
Did that one
Hazel.
end its turn within 5 feet of my
No.
sphere?
No.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Since
they're-
he was right there, I didn't know if he
No,
was in
it's
that
flying
area.
up and away from him, from the fire.
They're in an aerial battle.
Yeah.
Well, because my sphere is up there. That's
It
why.
is, but yeah,
No,
they are.
The flyby thing, it's
Yeah.
it's just gonna.
Hazel 6. They can't attack for shit.
Yeah.
So,
Good.
Avik,
Can I check on the pirates and see how they're doing?
they are doing okay.
They're not all dying.
They're not all dying.
Okay,
no,
good.
No. They're fine. One of them's on the ground, crying. The other ones are shooting crossbow bolts at it.
Okay.
They're under control.
So I'm not worried about theirs.
No.
You said 50 feet up from. Is it too far for me?
no, you can make.
Because I was already, let's say 10. You said they were 10
Yeah,
feet away.
yeah.
I'm like kind of 10 feet in the
Yeah,
air.
you're like 15 feet above. Yeah, you can make it.
Cool. I would like to go up to that person.
Okay.
I'm gonna try attack again.
Great.
This time we're probably face to face since I probably can't get above.
Yeah,
so.
no, you're not going to make it above him on this one.
18 plus more.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I will. I'm gonna save that. I'm just gonna go for the D8. Plus 6, 9 points.
Yeah, that one hurts.
Nice.
It's,
Okay.
it's holding on, but it is screaming at you.
Face to face.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
Because he vacated that one, are there still 2 within 5 feet of each other that none of my allies are on?
They've spread out
spread.
now. Yeah.
That's
the
fucked.
closest that were together was next to the flaming sphere, and
Yeah, that-
killed one of them, and
Great.
the
I'm
other
just gonna
ones.
throw. I'm gonna then. I'm gonna throw ice knife at one of them.
Great.
Shouldn't have been that die, but that was a good roll. That's a modified 20.
Hits.
Great. So what is a D10? What even is it? It's that one.
16 on the dex save.
It saves on the dex save, but it still takes 3 points of damage,
Okay.
piercing damage, and then there's going to be the 2d6 of cold. Does it take half? It just says must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage. So it's just
no.
flat. So, but it takes the 3 of
It
ice
does.
damage.
Also, you targeted the weak one. 3 is enough to kill that
Great,
one.
excellent.
Wonderful.
And that's it.
Okay. Zen.
Are there any within 30 feet that I can get into my sphere?
No.
What
I'll
about
say there's one. I'll give that to you.
what about the 2 for the pirates? Am I within that area that I could get the 2 of them in?
The pirates are okay. I'm going to let you know.
Okay, I was just looking to actually kill more than one.
You can you can move it over there.
So that in the idea of bringing them actually into our fray.
Sure, absolutely.
I will go for that then to get rid of the 2 of them.
They both fail. So
Fantastic.
make your dex roll, your attack roll, fire roll.
That'll be 6.
6. Okay. Yeah, they're still up, but they're hot. That's your action or your bonus action?
That
to move
would
this
be
sphere.
a bonus action.
You have an action.
Right, but if I cast anything else, I will.
Only if it's concentration.
Oh.
You can cast other
Well then.
other non-concentration.
In that case, I will take. I will hurl a firebolt at the nearest one.
Great, do it.
Fantastic. So. No.
Okay.
No, I'm going to make that a 17.
Okay, 17 hits.
Because that's gross. No natural 1. And that is a D10, so 4.
Yeah.
4. Nice.
No. Bad.
Okay.
Bad.
Haven.
The one closest to me, I'm gonna.
Yeah, he's you and he are still flying and fighting.
That's a 13 exactly.
Hits.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw in a little bit of smite.
Do it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you better smite.
What? Smite him. Oh my God, smite him.
He became Australian.
23 points of damage.
Dead.
Yes, Mike. Paladin
Fucking
buddies.
Just gone.
Him exploded.
I feel better now.
It's
Quill.
me.
How many are still in the air?
I'm after Haven.
Yeah.
Haven.
Haven.
Oh yeah,
Hazel.
Yeah, wait, I'm after.
It's me. Everything is confusing. I'm sorry. I named my character first. The one that flew by me, is he still up?
He
got,
yes.
He got like 20 feet away from me. Did he go up?
No, he came back at you.
Can I high jump at him again?
You can high jump.
Yeah.
Let's do that. You want me to athletics?
Yes.
High jump?
Yeah.
That's fine. Natural 15 plus 21.
Off a tree. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so first claw. Natural 18.
Hits.
Cool. This is the bloody hand. Ooh, that is much better than last time. 11.
That's enough to kill.
Yeah, it is.
Is there any? Do I have movement? Is there
No,
anyone else?
not from up there.
Double jumping like Smash Brothers.
Jump on his
Army of the
corpse.
dead one.
Yeah, like Legolas in the last Hobbit movie.
Yes.
As it's
Corpse climbing.
Still only counts as one.
Okay, so I land.
You land.
There's nobody within my movement that I can get to. That's
No.
fine. I will. How many are left up?
One.
Just one.
Other than the ones the pirates are fighting.
Okay, cool. Party. Then I will just hang out.
Okay. Sounds good. Quill.
Alright, I'm gonna try to pull that one out of the sky.
Do it.
Yeah, that's a 17.
Hits.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be 4 plus 4 is 8.
Showtime.
I mean, literally, it's one of those. He has the water, it's almost wrapped around his wrist at this point, and he's just gonna pull it and snap the thing's neck on its way down.
Yeah.
He wraps it around the.
Absolutely. You,
Snaps it.
You
It's
see,
dead before it hits the ground.
yeah, you see it pull. The head goes one way, the body goes the other, and it sort of twists. And when it falls, it's looking the wrong direction when it hits the sand.
Yeah.
Who do you want it to look at?
Hi, hello. In the tree line.
Yeah, not wanted to be looking at him.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah. Excellent.
You guys see the pirates have gotten nets and they're dragging down their two pteranodons. You make it out onto the island. You begin investigating it properly.
Yeah.
I will take investigation checks.
Yes.
Not bad.
That was not
27.
great.
17.
11.
15?
13.
That expertise, yo.
10, like an
Pretty
idiot.
sure my investigation is 5.
I would like to fly to the volcano.
Rogues have like
I'm
3
just kidding.
things they do well, but then they
wanna
do
fly
them
to
so
the
Water
well.
whip.
Pull me back.
You get to play with your water whip.
I'm really just having fun.
I should have looted the damn.
She's doing like ribbon dancing with it.
Pirates are doing.
Right.
No, they're catching those.
You find near the volcano there is a cave
Of course
outcropping.
he did.
Yeah, he's gonna hide his stuff under a volcano.
Damn it, Rowan!
Where else is
would.
Rowan gonna hide
that's
his?
literally
his-
It's so fair.
Everyone's like, we're gonna search, and I with my 27, I'm like, no, Goy's right. We're going to that thing.
No, everything about what he's saying is absolutely correct.
Go to the volcano.
Going to the pocket.
You do find as you guys get there, there are you do find a makeshift nest for the
That he made?
pteranodons.
Fuck.
Yeah, of course he did. Why?
God, he fucking would.
Yeah.
though.
Oh, but
Why are you even surprised at this point?
but
give that
there's
for
so much like weird livestock corpses and stuff around. He hasn't cleaned up around there.
He wouldn't.
No, he just sort of pays them, like feeds them enough so that they don't mess
Eat
with
him?
him.
Good,
Yeah,
excellent.
but he hasn't been here in a long time, so they're hungry and rabid.
It's like when the Harry Potter, they went into the forest with the spiders. Well, Hagrid's not here. We gotta
Yeah.
eat. Like,
Yeah, exactly. So, you guys
Rowan's not here.
You're not sponsored.
Rowan is
J.K.
Hagrid,
Rowling.
yeah.
Find the cave. You begin to travel on it. You wanted to search for traps. Now's your opportunity.
Yeah, I do. Thank you for the opportunity, sir. 14.
Nice. No.
Roll a d20 for me, Sean.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Spicy 12.
Okay. Evon, make a dexterity save.
Of course.
That's not bad for you.
Yeah.
You got Dex.
That's 18.
Okay. You, the pitfall trap that you drop into, you're able to catch before you get completely shredded by the spikes.
Great. Rowan.
You do take 10 points, or I'm sorry, half that, 5 points of piercing damage.
Scared me. I was like, 10 points.
Is she like stuck or can we pull her out?
You can pull her out. Yeah.
I can fly her out.
Yeah,
She
you
ain't that
can
big.
fly her out. Yeah.
She ain't that big. I can get her.
Yeah.
Well, we are definitely in the right place. Everyone tread very carefully.
Make another investigation check as you travel deeper into
Cave.
roll d20 for me.
No, I can give her a 1.
8.
I got
don't think I
12.
will.
That's a 12. Hey, I might 3.
Plus 10.
18.
11. Sorry, 11
Okay.
on mine.
Who is up front with?
We know it's me.
Yeah, it definitely
And
is.
probably me.
All right. I need the 3 of you to make Constitution saves.
Oh, great.
Well, it's gonna be a poison trap. I should have been up there.
Me too.
Well,
It is
you didn't
poison.
know.
I should have been up there.
Are you immune to poison?
I am immune to disease.
Yeah, it's not.
Got a
poison.
10.
10,
Damn, I should have been up there. Why didn't I volunteer?
11.
11. Those are all fails.
Yeah.
That is 15 points of poison damage.
Okay,
I'm
hold on.
such a bitch.
I thought that I
Hold
drink a
on.
healing potion.
No, wait. Before you.
I give everybody a mom hand.
Hold on.
You don't need it. Are you immune to poison?
Wait.
I'm immune to disease.
Let the bard. Wait. Let me bard.
Say what you're gonna say, but
Can
then
we
I
take
might
a
still-
short rest? Let's just take a short rest. I can help heal you before we start wasting poisons, before we start...
Well, the other thing
It
is,
just
I
takes
can neutralize the. Are we? We have the
Yeah,
poison.
that's-
Yes, I agree with
You
that.
are.
She can lay
You
on
do have
hands
the
the whole
poison
thing.
condition.
I
Okay,
agree
so
with that.
5 points for all the 3 of us that got poisoned. We're not poisoned.
Sorry about that. I was not trying to jump. But yes, can we...
Right, so it's
Hold
5
on.
points, but we still have lost the.
Yeah, that doesn't save the hit
Age
points,
range.
but it keeps us from having the condition.
Thank you. Sorry. I was not. I love you.
And how many ones was that? It was
15.
Gotcha.
But if someone wants help with short rest,
I would love for us to take a short
Oh yeah.
rest.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
No one arguing.
I have, no, I
was talking about.
I was like, before we get into
Trust
the
me,
potions
I
and the spells and
I
the...
have D-Wolfed at this point.
Yeah,
Really should
absolutely.
have been up front.
Good teamwork there, girl. 'Cause I
You
did not know
guys-
what was happening.
Back away from the volcano because it is too warm to comfortably short rest. You get back to the mouth of the cave. You are welcome to roll your hit dice.
Yeah. And what does your
Would you like
song of
to-
rest do?
Roll a d6.
Yeah,
for your
it's a
song of
D6.
rest.
It's a d6.
I will wait.
2 plus my...
Just 2.
Just 2?
Yep.
Well, I
You
tried.
only get it if you are rolling hit dice, though. It's not
Yeah.
just
Fair.
extra. So if you don't roll
So-
any hit dice, you don't get the 2.
There you go.
Some of you are undamaged.
Yeah.
Those of you
I
that
damaged myself.
So that's it.
Plus 2. So whatever you get, plus 2.
Oh, right.
I damaged myself to do things.
You've said it like
Sorry, I did not need the
good.
barrage. I just was like, stop!
talking to people about her character.
Wait.
Fascinating.
I am back to full health.
Okay.
Good.
You guys take an hour, at which
Yeah,
point
we do.
the pirates catch up with you, and when they see you all very tough, being like
That means I regained.
poisoned and coughing and spikes, they're like, "We're just gonna hang out here.
Yeah.
We're just gonna be cool,
That's way safer.
hang out."
Yeah,
Don't let any more of those things come in after us.
Yeah,
If
they're
anything comes this way, can you give us?
of course, yes.
Tie a
Can
string
I
in
ask a
it.
clarifying question so I can understand
Yeah.
something? As a wizard, in a short rest, I can regain
Spell slots.
spell slots up to half my level, being 4, which is 2, so I can regain my second level.
So you can regain 1 second level spell
Or 2 ones.
or 2 first level
Thank
spells.
you. I will regain my
Interesting.
second level spell.
There you go.
More.
Thank you.
Yes.
Just wanted to make sure.
Arcane recovery, I believe it's called.
Yes, it is. I couldn't remember it, and you
Yep.
said it, and it came to me.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm playing my ukulele. I'm like, slow down.
I'm switching dice. All of you motherfuckers.
Are all of them going to
Like
dice
the
jail?
Night Fury.
I might need him. There, you rogue dice, duh.
There you go. So, you guys return through. You skip the spike trap. You make
Everybody
it
jump.
past the poison trap.
Jesus.
You are coming around to what appears to be a solid stone wall. You are convinced it is not.
Oh yeah,
Definitely not.
100%.
You may make an investigation check.
Can't roll for shit.
Plus 10.
1.
27.
Critical 1.
No,
I can't?
No, this is
Damn.
this was done.
Damn.
10 years ago.
This was done a year plus ago.
I hate you right now.
What is it?
It's not my fault. 27.
27.
You're going to kill all of us.
16.
He's a madman.
You find the lock.
He's an asshole.
You are able to disable the lock.
Good.
When you disable the lock, you all have rounded through this corner, right, into a small-ish alcove chamber, and this rock begins to roll.
Yes.
And as it rolls out, it releases, right, and it loosens, and it ever so slowly starts to roll. Make perception checks, all of you.
Rowan Shaw, you cinematic bitch. It's exactly what I would have done.
There you are.
13.
7.
What was that one more time? I'm sorry.
Natural 20 is enough.
7.
This is. I just need to know if one of you can hear this.
Bless them.
As the rock begins to roll, and you hear the grinding of stone on stone, you hear, Evon, you hear something else. You hear fuses on cannons that are burning.
I shout, hit the deck!
I need all of you to make dexterity saves with advantage.
Yes.
Thank you, Nat 20 that one time.
Oh!
16 is your goal.
Yes!
11.
Thank God.
25.
It's fine. I'm not a wolf.
Well, that's a 6.
That's actually
with
worse.
advantage.
It's worse for me. I'm not-
With advantage.
No.
I got an 11. It's fine.
Can I, since Haven's right behind me, if I do it as a straight roll instead, and
Wait,
can
I get
can I
advantage?
pull her
Just a random
down?
pass.
Oh, thank God!
Hold on.
Can I?
Okay, calm down.
What did you? Have you done 2 rolls? If you've already done 2
I can't remember.
rolls.
I was gonna take the lower one, but I can't remember what the lower one was, so I apologize.
No, sorry.
That's fine. I succeeded on the top one. I don't remember if I succeeded on the other one, but
That is
It's a dungeon run, and I'm so into it. The dungeon run.
as I'm checking these traps, by the way, at one point I look at Catalyst and I'm like, after we've been hit twice, I'm like, to answer your earlier question, this is why he's an asset.
And Catalyst responds,
Really thought there was
why
a
do you
roll
love
for
this
roll."
person?
I dare you not to after you know him as long as I have.
It's easy.
He's been asking us that for years, darling. It's true, he has.
I don't have time to make a bar joke right now.
Oh, you're like,
Can I have a dirty limerick for my dead body in a moment?
We're gonna see what happens. Let's
I mean,
Imagine
riddled with
If I
Imagine if
hadn't rolled
Rowan
the nat
Shaw
20s.
kills this party. Can you imagine?
I can't.
Inadvertently.
Imagine Rowan Shaw kills his
Flow.
niece inadvertently.
Willow will
Casually.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm also not going to do that full
Thanks.
amount because 8d10.
I mean, I critically failed both rolls. I just need to throw that out there.
I
rolled 2 ones in a row.
fuck my
I was
life.
trying to kill the Empire, darling, not you. There's a big difference.
So for those of you that failed, that is 22 points of piercing damage. Those of you that succeeded is 11 points of piercing damage.
Jesus Lord.
For my cannon, what did he put in it? You bastard.
A cannon is
Powder?
8d10.
It's meant to kill a
But-
ship.
I'm aware, but what did he put in that was
I
sharp?
gave you 4d10
Thank you.
because it was loaded with pellet shot.
This really
You
is
are a
Pirates of the
merciful
Caribbean.
god. Who's down?
I'm not.
Okay, cool.
You said 22 points.
22.
I have a
Thanks for
solid
that song of
8.
rest.
You're welcome. I'm about to be.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
Do you
Fair
have a
warning.
healing potion? I pass out. Who needs one? You have one? Haven. I give you a healing potion.
Okay.
I give you a healing potion.
Thank you.
I would like everyone to know I have 4 of them. If I pass out, please put one in my
Oh,
mouth.
thank you. What do I roll for that, my love?
I mean,
2d4 plus 2.
Thank you.
I would like to take one of mine
person
as
making a
well.
problem, but okay.
You what?
I didn't want to share.
It's fine.
I'm not going to take one yet.
I'm taking
Okay.
it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
I need. That's a literally.
Yeah, it's still not bad.
Thinking.
I was about to say, because if you don't take it, then someone else is gonna have to spend their action just to give it when they
Just to
can
take it
do it.
out.
Oh, touche.
traps.
Fine.
How dare we want you to be?
How dare you want me to survive?
Maybe we.
All right, so what is this?
How dare we indeed?
Base level?
Hold on, what were we
Roll.
saying?
Base level?
2d4 plus 2.
Thank you.
Do me a favor. Roll a
6.
d12. Actually, roll 2d12. Take the higher.
All right. Rowan Shaw,
Rowan's ending level was 12, correct?
You really
Yeah,
was.
it was.
Great.
Rowan Shaw, you giant asshole. I'll love you forever. 8.
Okay.
That could have been.
Could have been 12. Who knows what it means?
Cody knows.
Yeah, but
He does.
isn't that even better? Rowan is a monster, and he is proving it.
I love him.
Me too. Oh no.
Everyone dies.
Nope.
Well, let's pay attention.
In and among you all open, there is a large wooden desk. In and among there are a number of chests of weapon racks. About half of them are empty. The other half have rifles, pistols, a few odd small cannons, which are similar to the ones that were just set off. They have a different design than any cannon you've seen previously.
Oh shit.
Bless you.
Quicker to reload, lighter
Shiny.
in damage.
Solid hand cannon.
No,
Making it
no.
worse.
They're
It's a joke.
We wish.
of the in the chests. Give me an investigation check.
I got it.
got it. Yeah, I've got it.
I have a natural 20.
Okay, that's fine.
Nice.
Great.
Make up for my critical fails.
In the desk, you find hidden compartment with a number of map charts that seem to follow and plot the area where merchant vessels are attacked by Sahuagin and where the Imperial vessels sail that are safe. And the island that is about 7 days south of here is probably why he set up in this proximity. He has marked it as some form of Imperial outpost, although the details of which there are none. You can also track in the open water, but not in the straits, where he suspects Sahuagin cities or castles are under the water. In and among the chests, as you guys search through them, you unlock them in time. You are able to avoid any further damage and or traps.
Nice.
You find, I'm going to give this to you in all the denominations, just because for multiple chests that makes
No.
sense.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Actually, I won't convert it. I'll just give it to you all. But do know
Half of it goes to.
half of it's going to go.
Half of this total is going to go directly to the pirates, and then we
Yes.
divide up the other half.
Yes.
Just
Thank
making
you.
sure. Thank you.
Yep.
I'll do the math.
Great. There are 700 copper pieces. There are 11,000 silver pieces.
This motherfucker.
You're welcome.
2,300 gold pieces. 110 platinum pieces. Uh, 8 gems worth 100 gold pieces each. and then there is a potion and a ring of magical nature.
I look at everyone. And I say, I am willing to forgo my cut if necessary, but might I have this and a little bit of ammunition as family heirloom?
Can I ask to look at the ring, see if there's going to be any ill?
Knowing him, there will be, but it's...
You, this is not a ring you've ever seen him wear.
No, I know, but I'm assuming since it's here, it's
Negative? Positive?
special.
Oh, special.
Of some kind.
Sorry. Didn't think of that word.
Do any of you know Identify?
Nope. Wizard?
No, I was just going to do a straight up Arcana check.
No. I will say that once you get back on the boat, Risen is able to cast Identify.
Hey.
Because she is a pirate and she runs into magic stuff all the time, and it's good to know
skill.
what you have. Yes.
Any of the gems rubies?
There are amber, amethyst, chrysoberyl, don't know how that is, garnet, jade, spinel, tourmaline. Nope. The potion is a potion of resistance against psychic damage.
Nice.
Oh, good.
The ring is a ring of swimming.
Ooh.
Good to know. Of the weapons, because swords.
Yes.
What kind of swords? And if I may, is there sorry, I'm proficient in it and I don't have one yet, so I want to see if there is any hand crossbows.
Yes, you do find some hand crossbows. Cool. Relatively mundane martial weapons, all lighter, one-handed. None of them are heavy two-handed weapons. They are designed for, it's mostly what you would expect ship-bearing people to want. Cutlasses, short swords, rapiers, daggers.
Short swords.
There's every variety of crossbow, mostly short bows. All well made. Some of it looks like it was used and taken as bounty. Some of it looks clean and new. You suspect that this was, on some level, a cache for the resistance.
Is there any armor down there?
There is some leather armor. Light armor is the main varieties that it has.
Cool.
Those things I'm not giving you a value on because they would be more valuable to the cause.
I was just about to ask.
I was just looking for a breastplate.
Right,
There was one. It's fine.
That's what I was saying. Are we splitting the armaments with the captain as well?
I was
Because
gonna say yes.
Like to help outfit her armada. Like also
We
good ally
also
building.
have 4 of them die, so
Okay.
nice
Yeah.
try.
That's
Here,
fine.
have some cannons.
Great.
Can I personally ask for the potion of psychic resistance, please?
I have no preference on the potion, y'all.
Due
That's,
to personal...
that's up to
Anybody?
you guys.
That's fine.
I
Now's
would.
our chance to fight for it if you want.
That can be part of your show.
I can swim all right.
I would like. I was gonna
Okay.
say. I would like to
So,
simply because
just to make that easy,
simply for personal
Zenyatta.
connections.
if I may, because we are going to be open about what's happening. We are splitting the money, right?
Yeah.
So I would like to go down, fly. I know I'm in a cave, but
Yeah.
I would like to bring the soldiers back so we can help carry.
Yeah.
They have the nets.
They
whatever
assist you.
works.
Yes, they help you guys get everything back.
And they have 2 dinosaur mounts for
all
later.
is all is divided evenly.
Thank you. I would obviously.
The dinosaurs
sword
we
and
killed,
a
would
rapier.
their
and a hand
hides, teeth, claws be worth anything?
Yeah, they are rare.
Say,
These are
I mean,
if
if you guys want to take,
you can make
few minutes,
survival checks.
I feel like that's worth it.
if
Yeah,
anyone
so
else,
you
I can
is anyone else
help.
an Outlander?
What was this?
I am. I can
Okay,
help you.
so advantage then.
What are you
I'll help.
looking at?
We're
Because
taking
it's-
apart dinosaurs.
Because it's rare.
Spinning the
so-
things.
Oh,
You
okay,
said
cool. I'm gonna
survival
keep
check?
converting money. I just didn't know if I was gonna be
I'm already
interested.
doing it. I'm almost done.
She was always our banker. She got it.
Oh, I was almost
yeah.
17 as well.
Sweet.
I got an 18 to help.
Great.
So
That's good. I'll say between the two of you, you are able to retrieve. We'll call it. We'll measure it in pounds. Dinosaur webbing, which will be the webbing from the wings. You are able to collect. 45 pounds.
whoa, go us.
Because there's 8 of them, and you figure 2 to 4 pounds per wing.
Yeah.
You guys do a good job.
We know about wings. That actually
And then
makes
for
sense.
transparency, did any of the
Yeah,
wings
that's
get
already in
burned?
half. It's already
It's already
halved.
half.
Yes.
There's the other two.
Okay.
Yeah, there were the two that got burned, but there were the two that didn't.
Oh, the pirates.
Right,
I
that the
got it.
pirates finished.
So, yeah.
That was minimal.
24, right?
Fire damage was
21.
minimal. The
Okay,
rest of
so-
it was
I
some
must have missed 24,
piercing and
yeah.
bludgeoning, primarily aimed at the body. So the wings are intact. The claws that they have, they're so small they're not worth anything. The teeth, I will say that you are able to come up with, I'll call it 10 pounds of teeth. Just
Whoa.
Pounds of teeth.
Hey.
yeah, it's like a
Hey.
gallon jug of teeth.
I need to quickly ask, for in return for the ring, am I foregoing my cut of this, or are we still dividing evenly?
That does not bother me at all.
Then I'm going.
can get a cut.
Then I'm going to buy one of the potions of water breathing off of the sailors and give it
nice,
to
yeah.
Quill because I took. That's what I'm doing with my cut.
Yeah, but she wants
Because
to.
I want to. Like I want to make sure that you have
All right,
it.
thank you.
We all get 321 gold each, and then there are 4 gems left over if we're giving 4 to the pirates.
Thank you.
The pirates get 2,253 gold and 5 silver.
So how much was the potion then? They said between 250.
You can get a cheaper one in town.
Yeah, just
Because Brosna
Okay.
was charging like 100 for
200.
200.
200 each. Okay,
So it's
what was it
cheaper.
then?
321.
So I'll have 121 left.
So, just to
Yep. Well,
Circle
let me
it up.
finish the
absolutely.
dinosaur
there's still
thing
more
because you guys are
Oh,
able
we're
to.
cutting them. up.
Yeah, the only other thing of value that you can come up with, you do collect. Each of you collect one intact skull. That is,
yeah.
that is, you can leave the teeth in that one if you want. I would reduce those. I would say then 6 pounds of teeth.
Nice.
If you want to leave the teeth in those 2 skulls.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, somebody may want it for like medical research or
Yeah.
just for like a cool wall ornament or
Aunt
something
Winifred
like that.
would want me to just mount it on the wall.
Yeah.
Apologies,
Cool, cool.
because I was trying to convert money as well. Didn't realize she was doing it. Were there any like crossbows in his little?
You
thing?
can. What type of crossbow are you looking for?
Just small little hand
Hand crossbow? You can find a hand crossbow, absolutely.
Fantastic. That'd
Yep.
be real great.
Thank you.
Yeah. Of course.
saw that.
Look
It's fine.
for that.
The whole internet. saw
Okay,
that, it's
so
fine.
just to, I'm sorry, I'm just trying
You're good.
we get back.
I think.
You do get
I
back.
think so, just
You get back to the boat. This day was the
24th.
Yeah.
24th of dusk.
Yes.
Yes.
You have from the place that you were looking at 18 days sailing back. Let me double check the winds on the way back for you. You do hit. You hit a dead day, but then you get like couple of extra good days to make it up. You end up making it back in. You make great time on the way back. Actually,
Nice.
you make it back in 14 days as opposed to 18.
They are encouraged by the money.
Yes.
For the sake of me learning sailing, is that 2 more weeks if I get
That
the
is
money?
2 more weeks.
Cool.
2.
I'm almost done.
Question, this is for Risen. I would have asked Evon if I could study the maps and everything, at least on the
Yes.
way back. At the end of our journey, I would sort of like to pull Risen aside and without explaining how I know, just mark off a few safe, like maybe take these back.
Great.
Fucking well.
And if Reed is still in town when we get there, I would like to find him and sort of give him the same
Reed
information.
is on the water
Okay.
until hold
Then I'll
on,
look for him.
because Scarlet went out on the water on Exalt. She'll be on the water during dusk. Her next watch set is Mask. That's when she's next back in port.
During the return journey, by the way, I'd like to.
Because Alon, he only has the one ship. He doesn't.
Oh, right.
He doesn't do a rotation.
During the return journey, by the way, I'd like to
on.
personally check in with everyone who came with me, like, and make sure, like I know Abigail is like freaked out by the. Thank you for coming with me, you know,
Fucking
stuff like that. Like, she'll play music with him, like doesn't have to sing, but like play with him, like, because she's learning how to play her ocarina, like, and things like that. With Catalyst specifically, she wants to make sure if there's anything she can do to help stop those wood pieces from rusting or like anything, like because of the underwater journey, like is there anything she'll help sand, like whatever, like she is here to help pumice stone these things, all of that. So like she wants to just touch base with all the people, because she's trying to be a good leader, and when she feels like a leader in this place, so like she's trying to make sure she does it right.
For checking.
Like,
And what date do we arrive back on?
So you were on the 24th, 14 days. Puts you dusk.
8 days into the new month.
Yes, mask. Yeah, 8th of mask.
8th of masks. Thank you. Is it mask or masks?
Mask.
With a QUE.
MASQUE.
Guys.
Like masquerade.
Correct.
Wow.
Oh,
You guys do have 2 weeks on the boat if you have activities that you want to do, like learning languages. Sail. I know you guys are doing sailing. You can continue to work on
I
Draconic
would have
with
spent
him.
like a week on the maps.
That's fine. A week on the maps, week on Draconic,
I'll do 2 weeks of sailing.
2 weeks of sailing.
Painting. Whatever I have left.
Sure.
Maybe I'll paint boat because we did get attacked. Oh, I mean, we tagged.
Yeah.
Any of that.
What kind of paints?
For your
I have a kit, so whatever paint I can get, I just like try my best to make it work. Sorry, go ahead.
You're good.
I also try to paint Risen.
Okay. She's into it. She likes it.
Did it split
I
by
love
chance
her.
on this ship? I don't think so. But
Not a full smith, no, but there are people that do like carpentry work and do some repair work and stuff. Like the quartermaster does maintain weapons, and so there's a bit of gear
okay.
for stuff like that.
You know, I'll kind of check out what the quartermaster does on his day.
Oh, to learn smithing?
Yeah, you know.
I'll say the quartermaster can teach you smithing.
Okay.
Yeah, he knows. I mean, he knows enough. To you're early in the education. You're not at the finishing bits.
Yeah,
so
I'm quite at it.
someone be able to. I shot one bullet and it didn't. The last bullet that was in there. So I found ammunition that fits this gun, right?
yeah,
In his cache.
sure.
But the last bullet that was already in there, I'd like to have woven into a necklace.
Oh God.
Because I'm my mother's daughter.
Sure.
I am.
That is something
That is something she would do.
Absolutely. She absolutely would.
Yeah, she 100% would.
You're gonna be pissed when you just find a corpse.
You think?
You, with the research that you guys do, you do some. When you get back, give me, those of you that went on this journey, give me an investigation check. I'll take one from each of you.
Is this specific?
Woof.
Just
Would this be at the end of it?
at the end of it.
So I would have my.
Sure.
Nice.
I'll take a 19. 19's better than a crit fail.
Got a modified 20.
Okay.
16.
14.
Anybody do worse
Same,
than an 8?
14.
16.
2.
I mean, if
I'll give you an 8.
All right,
Or
so 8.
Did you have something that would better benefit?
I'm okay.
No, I'm looking for each success here.
Oh,
What was
okay, yeah.
the? What was the?
So yeah, I'll give you the 8.
14 was the lowest.
14 was
That's
the
what I
lowest.
had.
Great. So with your 8, what did you come up with? If he gives you an 8, yeah, 8.
Oh, I'm sorry. 8 was the lowest.
Okay. But with what the rest of you put together, with the help that you've spoken with Risen, the threat of a Sahuagin, not just a raiding party, but like an organized kingdom as an ally to the Empire, is a very dangerous threat to the pirate colony. Risen is not willing to not discuss it or raise it as an issue. Just so you all know, even if you do not address it, she will.
So we are going fishing in the future.
What you gather from the charts that Rowan put together is you speak with all of your contacts. You speak with Jeremy, you speak with Tybalt, you check in with the pirates of the other admirals and the other vessels, and you get in touch with Alan James. Alan.
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 Alan's my favorite animal.
Alan.
And
may I ask, just for
sure,
how long would this take, do you think?
I'll say once you guys get back in town, you are with urgency.
Yes.
I'll say it 2 days.
Thank you.
what you put together,
Mask,
guys. What you put together is that there are no Imperial ships that sail to that island. They have been very careful about watching the Imperials, and that's why they have been having so much trouble, because it's not the Imperials that are operating out of there. However, with all the research that you guys have done with what the pirates bring to the table, you know that you suspect the island serves as a surface entrance or exit to an underwater
Rowan's Island?
Sahuagin kingdom.
The one 7 miles south.
Or the other one.
The one
The 5 miles.
7
where we were.
days.
7 days, whatever. I
Yeah.
wrote days. I said miles.
The island he was observing.
The one that has the Imperial.
Does it have a name on the
Imperial
map?
outpost.
Right. It's too small to have a name.
The pirates don't know. Right.
They didn't. Alon has come back from his recent ventures, and he's been following these different Sahuagin attacks. He comes with a bit more knowledge and information than what you expect him to. But you believe the island itself is empty. It's what's beneath the island that is the true.
It's a turtle.
Prize.
It's moving. It's getting closer.
And with that, we're going to close our adventure.
I'm scared.
Y'all. Me too.
We always got looming threats. Looming.
I'm worried about my mom. Like,
Cody, thank you
dead.
for staying later tonight with us.
Thank you
and,
guys.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm sorry we had a
also,
little
that's
bit
never
of
funny to
a
say to me.
No, that's okay.
sorry we had a little bit of a late start. I'm sorry you guys at home, we had a little bit of a late start. We're trying to upgrade some cameras. We had one that we thought was going to work for me, but it didn't work out. So we're going to try to replace the Logitech I'm on, because I'm slightly fuzzy compared to everybody else.
Yeah.
So
But you're
everybody
the
will.
mystic DM.
Oh, they're going to be so disappointed when I'm in HD.
Oh, stop.
Not true.
I want to hear about that in
Honestly,
the
the
chat.
funniest thing
Boo, we don't agree.
I had a great night tonight, guys. We got through a lot.
Yeah, we did. Thank you,
It was
everyone.
a little bit of a burn through. I know that we had some great RP moments, but we kind of pushed through some other things as well. No.
No, but thank you for, because I know this is a personal mission for like my character, and I know some of the players are interested, but like my character is like the super invested one in this, and so like thank you everyone for like. Evon is prepared to go on everyone's personal quests with them from here on. Like all of these people, she's like, all right, personal
This
quest,
is
let's
Yvonne's
go.
loyalty quest.
Yes, it is. This is Yvonne's loyalty quest to get her in your adventuring party.
And we met some pretty cool pirates.
And we found out about the Sahuagin Rising, which may be the name of this episode now.
Rising?
Sahuagin Rising.
That is the most. That is like
It's Rowan Death Trap. It's Rowan Death Trap. Is
Rowan
what the fuck
makes
that
another
is.
death trap.
Like a volcano of
First of all,
Rowan Shaw's Magnificent Death Trap.
it's good to know that in 10 years, Rowan has learned nothing but how to kill people more.
But am I wrong?
He befriended dinosaurs. You're welcome.
what a fucking champ, right?
Wait, can we talk about the fact that like I like
Ultimate Ranger.
he would want us to loot him, and he's like, absolutely, I would. Like Evon, you already don't know how to sail. You better learn how to take this stuff.
Well, yeah. I mean, honestly, like the whole thing of. Apparently with Rowan is like, oh, you want to loot my cash? That's fine, but you better
Oh, trust me, she's prepared.
So
you say that.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys for staying with us.
You have a couple announcements, though,
Thank
right?
you.
That's right.
First of all, because we forgot to do it earlier, Sam Courtney, wave at the camera, please. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam and Courtney got married last Thursday, and we love them so much, and so we wanted to. They are above you. Their camera is up there.
And Sean is Courtney's best man.
Oh, stop.
And
so
He gave a
cute.
speech and made everybody cry.
No,
Don't let
I
him
said
pretend-
boo science.
Don't let him pretend that he's evil. He's wonderful.
No.
Dropping shit.
We are doing a contest. Thank you for modeling the shirts, Eduardo.
I was just gonna say.
We are doing a contest on our Patreon right now to win one of these shirts. However, the shirt you win on the Patreon giveaway is a personalized version of this. So you get to pick the color, you get to pick the style, you get to pick, all sorts of things. That's going to be a lot of fun. So it's going to be a one-of-a-kind shirt that no one else will have. We do continuously do viewership and sub giveaways here, though. So tell your friends to subscribe to us. You can find our Facebook and our Patreon and our YouTube and everything down below. Just keep scrolling down. There's also now a brand new link to an Amazon list. If you like the games you see here, if you like the books that we are using, the Player's Handbook, you want to play D&D, or the games you saw last Saturday, you want to buy Mysterium, buy them through that Amazon link because the stream gets a little bit of support through that. So costs you exactly the same as though you were going to buy them on Amazon yourself, but we just get a little bit of a throwback from that. So we appreciate it immensely.
Yeah. That is really awesome. Tomorrow night we're going to do the GM talk back. Anybody that wants to come and stop by, of course, you're welcome to.
I'll come do some art.
It's going to be like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Who's here?
Yeah, you want to be here?
Our plans tomorrow were with each other. We can do it here.
Exactly,
sounds
because
great.
we adore each other.
And then Wednesday night we have a Wacky Wednesday. We don't know what we're doing this Wednesday, do we?
We don't actually yet.
My body will be here.
Men in
Yeah.
Men in Black game.
Are you going to be here? Because we're saving that for you.
Oh, I'll
No,
be here, but still.
Well, I think some sort of board game might be.
Yeah, it's about time for some board games.
Yeah, we could use a couple of board games on the Wednesday.
We're gonna play
Friday.
Monopoly.
Friday we go back for the Lamplighters in London, and then Saturday we are coming back 4 to 8 p.m. for our charity stream.
Yes.
If you guys tune in tomorrow night, we will also be deciding what we're doing for the charity stream.
Yeah.
Fun.
If we're doing a special Cinco de Mayo episode or something.
We're all just going to wear taco clothing.
No, don't
and
do that. Don't do that, guys.
I'm not Mexican and I don't like that.
Sponsored by
I am and I don't.
I'm not Mexican and I hate that.
Listen, I'll drink margaritas the whole time, but I cannot.
Well, we'll see. The only thing that
Clearly.
sort of came to my mind about if we did a Cinco de Mayo, you guys can think about this. There's a great steampunk comic called Lady Mechanica.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah.
And she has a Dia de los Muertos arc. It's like 2 issues.
Ready.
And it's her in the full thing. And I was
Yeah.
thinking maybe our Lamplighters take a jaunt south of many borders.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Especially because
I'll give away my shift on Saturday so I can be here for doing that.
because
my
you mentioned that
God.
there's the fun thing about the charity stream we're hoping is to make it interactive,
Yeah.
where people's donations can help or hinder the players.
Yes.
So you guys, your donations to charity and children can help make the game more interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, and honestly, St. Jude's is probably one of the greatest charities that you can find
Absolutely.
out there. It's
Yeah.
one of the most important, and it helps
So.
the most important people in the world. So
It
by
really does.
all means, please.
All right, guys. I've held you here long enough. We love you guys.
Did you have an announcement? Or was that it?
Oh, no, we can give one more shout out to friends of the channel over at Laugh Out
Yeah.
Their 3rd episode of their D&D game came out today, and you can find it on their YouTube.
Thanks,
and they're very funny.
friends.
Slap out gaming.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to say goodnight. And until next time, be cool.
Hey.
Ta-da.